Go ahead. Push it live.
All right, what's up, everybody? Fred and Scott here for the Patriots and Bills game that just kicked off. Tom Brady here at the 25-yard line under center. He's in the I formation. Hands it off to Cordell Patterson. Patterson off to the right-hand side before he's brought down after about a 5-yard gain. Sorry for the technical difficulties there on the first stream, but we are now up and running.
Up and running, ready to go.
Ooh, that's strong. Whew. Golly. I did not mix that well.
And you got a bigger cup than I do.
Whew. All right, Brady in the gun. He's got trips to the left. Edelman now in motion over to the right. He's got 5 wide. Looking to the right, out to the outside, up to Gronkowski, but a little overthrown as the ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, big question mark here today is going to be Gronk. He missed last week with some back spasms. Now back in the lineup this week, so we'll have to see how he bounces back, so to speak.
Yeah, Sony Michel ruled out of the game. I think a big X factor in this game is going to be James White. Keep an eye on him.
Absolutely.
Brady in the gun. James White to his right. He's got 5 wide receivers, or actually 4. Takes the ball on 3rd down, throws it out to James White, right on cue.
Yeah, right.
For a gain of about 8 yards in the 1st down.
Speaking of James White.
Right. Right on time. Pulling up the feed now so I can see who's all in the room and monitor some comments.
Right now, it looks like it's just good old James.
5 wide receivers. Well, let me turn that down.
What's
What's up, James? What's going on, man? All right, Tom Brady under center. He's in the I. Got the I formation. Cordell Patterson again lined up as the H-back. Gets the handoff, and he is tackled in the backfield for about a loss 4 or 5 on that one, yeah. This is a game, you know, Patriots obviously heavily favored in this game, coming in at 5-2, Bills at 2-5. Patriots coming off of a 4-game winning streak, 2 tough wins against Kansas City and Cincinnati. Team is starting to roll here as we approach the halfway mark on the year. And Tom Brady being Tom Brady.
He is always Tom Brady. You can never count the man out. You can never count him down.
Brady in the gun. He's got backs on both sides. Looked for the screen pass. Wasn't there. Rolls out and just throws it into the ground. But he was out of the tackle box there in the direction of the running back, so no intentional grounding there.
It was going to be close. He immediately got in the face of that ref and was saying, you know, there was a guy, I was throwing it to him, and I think he was actually also saying he was out of the tackle box, which is another big thing.
First game in Buffalo since 2000. Well, this is really their first Monday Night Football game since 2008. Haven't won on Monday Night Football since 1999 versus the Dolphins. Brady in the gun takes a snap, looking to his left. He's going deep. He's got a man, and it's just a bit underthrown to Josh Gordon, but Gordon had him beat. Surprised to see Gordon in there.
In the first series, they said they were gonna punish him or discipline him.
Yeah, he apparently is having problems with tardiness to practice. So Patriots had said they were going to sit him for the majority of the first quarter, but there he is on the opening drive with potential for a big play, but Brady underthrew.
Yeah.
Allen back and set to punt here to the Bills. Low snap. Allen gets it up, gets it off, a decent punt. Takes a Patriots bounce down to about the 28-yard line before it's downed. And that's where the Bills and veteran quarterback Derek Anderson. Derek Anderson, that's right.
It's a name you haven't heard in a while.
Yeah, ex-Raven, Derek Anderson. He, I think he came off the street last week and made his first start and didn't go so well.
No, it did not.
Did not go so well for the
But then again, the Bills' season hasn't gone very well either. For
no, but when you lose 35-7 to the Colts, not that the Colts are an awful team, but they're not very good. Even with Andrew Luck, they're not a very good football team. But you lose 37-5 to the Colts last week. Josh Allen's still out dealing with the elbow injury.
Right.
There was hope that he would come back this week, but no can do as he is out. And Derek Anderson, again, is getting the start.
Yeah, he continues. We got several people watching. Guys, feel free to comment. During the game, we answer questions. This is our now third go at this.
Yeah.
And James, guess what? The Eagles are not playing. So there's your Eagle fan theory for one of us.
Was it the Eagles? It was the Giants. Giants.
Oh, it was the Giants. I'm sorry.
The Giants were on back-to-back week with our streams. But we picked the doozies, man. We got the Patriots and the Bills here.
Yeah.
Not the most exciting matchup for a Monday Night Football game, but nonetheless, here we are.
Yeah. And guys, be sure to like the post. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the alert. James says no Giants. Yeah, no, we know. But
Scott's the closet Giant fan.
No. Well, so now I'm a closet Giant fan. I'm a closet Pittsburgh fan.
I don't know. I heard you're rooting pretty hard for the Red Sox there last night too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was happy for Steve Pierce.
Yeah,
we'll talk about that tomorrow on
Absolutely.
the show. But yeah, no. Make sure you guys hit like, subscribe, hit the put your alerts on so you can get alerts every time we go live. Our regular podcast, we're first and foremost a Baltimore sports podcast. We go live every Tuesday night, 8:45, like clockwork, and so we're kind of getting into this as a secondary piece for us.
Yeah.
As we prepare for our show, we figured, you know what, let's watch some football and talk about it while we're doing it.
That's right.
So we're just kind of having fun with this.
Derek Anderson's got the troops huddled out here on the field as the officials now finally blow the whistle. Looks like LaShawn McCoy is actually in the game. There was question marks around him, whether he was going to be healthy enough to play. He's been in concussion protocol.
Yeah, I saw that this week. He's been under close surveillance from what I've been told.
Yeah. We'll see. Derek Anderson, oh, look at this. Derek Anderson runs out, and it looks like they're in the Wildcat formation right now as LaShawn McCoy takes the snap direct to him, straight up the middle, gain of about 13 yards before he's finally wrapped up and brought down.
I have to say, this is a great move in my opinion. You pull out a trick play in the first play against a team known for trick plays in the Patriots.
When you're a team that's 2-5, you're really not, have any much direction or hopes for a playoff run, and you're going up against one of the best teams in the NFL. You got to pull out all the stops. You got to do whatever you can do to try to catch somebody off guard.
Yeah, no, you have to. You got to win every game.
Derek Anderson here in the gun. LaShawn McCoy's lined up in the slot. Looking to his right, he throws, completed out to Jones for about a 7.5, 8-yard gain there on first down. It's going to bring up second and a long 2. I love second and shorts. I always feel like second and shorts are perfect opportunities for you to try to take a shot down the field, make a big play happen.
Absolutely, you got the third down in your back pocket.
You got the third down in your back pocket, and you've only got about 2 yards to go. Derek Anderson lines up. He's in the gun again, and again breaks the pocket, and he lines up to the right side now. Is that Calvin Benjamin? Yeah, Calvin Benjamin takes the direct snap and runs it up the middle. Gains about, or no, that's not Benjamin.
That's Ivory, Chris Ivory.
Yeah, what am I thinking? Chris Ivory,
but he
saw the hair.
Ivory faked the handoff to LaShawn McCoy on that.
Yeah, took it up the middle and gained about 4 yards for a first down. Little over 11 minutes left to go in the first.
I don't know why, but I'm starting to get the feeling already we're going to see a lot of this during this game, or at least during the first quarter or first half.
Like you said, why not? Pull out all the stops.
Let's see here. LaShawn McCoy lined up at quarterback again. Takes the direct snap, goes out to the left, and looks like he's going to get tackled, maybe a gain about 1 there.
Yeah. Looked like the Patriots were ready for that one. Fool me once, shame on me. Yeah, fool me twice. Whatever that saying is.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the saying. We got 10 of you guys out there watching. Guys, don't feel free to don't hesitate to comment or question. We'd be happy to answer any questions. It's our third go at this. We have fun with it. We're going to let you know. So they got the ball at about the 43-yard line.
Derek Anderson actually in the gun, takes a snap, and here we
go. McCoy to Jones, back to Anderson. Anderson goes deep
to Clay and just overthrown.
Fingertips on Clay.
Wow.
That was a great move. I
Yeah.
mean, we're already seeing the trick plays.
So a fake hand, or a handoff to McCoy. McCoy tosses the ball back to Jones, and then Jones tosses the ball back to Anderson. Anderson goes deep to Clay. Didn't look like Chung was too fooled on that, though. Clay may have had a half a step on him, but the
Chung
ball
was right there.
Ball was overthrown nonetheless.
Martin asks, who do we have to win this game? I think it's going to be the Pats.
I think it's easy for me. I'm going to Pats on this
The
one.
way the Bills are playing, maybe it might give them a run for their money. We'll see.
Anderson in the gun, takes a snap, looks to his right, looks over the middle, throws deep, and again overthrown to Kelvin Benjamin. Good 2 feet over his head. It's going to leave 4th and 9 for the Bills, and the Bills are going to have to punt this one away. Again, this is Bills' first Monday Night Football game since 2008. Haven't won a game since '99 versus the Dolphins. This is an organization that you thought might be trending in the right direction last year after getting their first playoff appearance since '99, but right back in the doghouse.
Yeah. So Borquez gets the punt off, but that's a pretty deep punt. Goes all the way back and lands in the end zone. So it's gonna be, that was a 43-yard punt, but lands in the end zone. So they'll start it at the 25.
Yeah, Martin, I agree with you. Pat's all the way on this one, man. This is Brady. Just for example, so Brady specifically against the Bills, he's 28-3 lifetime versus the Bills. It's the most wins ever by a player against a single team in NFL history. The last loss that Brady's had to the Bills was in 2014. In that stretch, he's had 12 games with at least 3 touchdowns that he's thrown and 10 300-yard games against them. The team as a whole has scored 30 or more in 17 of those 31 games.
Yeah.
So this has been a pretty lopsided affair.
For lack of better verbiage here, everybody beats the Bills and beats up on the Bills.
Nobody does it like Tom Brady and the Patriots.
Like Tom Brady, exactly. So, and you and I both had the Patriots win this game in a pretty high-scoring game. You had them 31-13. Pats.
Yeah, Tom. Yeah, 28-3. Yep, all time.
You had them 31-13 is the final score. I had 35-17, and Ryan, our other co-host, had the game 37-13.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how this game plays out. I do think it's interesting that they come right out of the bat there with multiple trick plays, trying to put the defense on their toes, and to an extent, it worked.
Yeah.
They were able to get the ball out pretty far. You get it across the midfield, and it just shows that the Bills can get some programs going. They just can't finish, and that's been their struggle all year, is finishing games.
Yeah, points are going to be at a premium for the Bills in this game. You got to be able to, like I said, pull out all the stops and pull out all the tricks that you possibly can, because you got to get points on the board. The Patriots are going to put points on the board.
And the Bills don't help themselves with the lowest amount of total points at 81 in the NFL.
Right. Yeah,
it just doesn't help themselves.
Yeah. It's just kind of been the Bills' story this year. Haven't been able to score a whole lot. It started week 1 against the Ravens. Ravens destroyed the Bills in the first week.
Yeah.
But here we go. Tom Brady from the 20-yard line in the gun. He's got 5 wide receivers. Edelman in motion. Looking down the middle to the left. He throws to White for about a 5-yard gain. Takes it out to about the 25-yard line.
Yeah.
Again, I think James White has a pretty big game here. Sony Michel being out, I think they focus a lot on White coming out of the backfield.
Well, and White, as long as he continues to have a good game, it might open it up for Gordon a little bit. Brady's going to drop back, pass over the middle to Edelman. Edelman's going to get the first down and more.
About an 11-yard gain on that one.
Yeah.
Over the middle. Edelman kind of fit right back into the offense here. That's a target Brady has sorely missed.
Brady going no huddle here. He's in the shotgun.
5 wide.
All right, looks like he's going to look left. He's going to go and look right. He's going to short pass to the right to White again, and White's going to get, it looks like about 9 yards, maybe 8.5 yards there. So we're going to see.
Second and short. Second and about 1.5 yards or 2 here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so again, you go back to the Bills only scoring 81 points in the NFL. It's the least amount of points in the NFL up to this point. They've only had 8. Oh, go ahead.
Brady's going to drop back. He's going to throw to White again. White's going to get out in the flat and get it over the get it past the first down. He's going to get it to about the 43-yard line. Getting it 12 on the play.
Yeah, so the Bills have only had 8 of their last 22 drives past midfield. Like that's alarming.
That's just sad at that point.
Yeah. Brady in the gun takes the ball back. He's looking down the middle, throws. It's tipped. Had Gronk open, but Brady kind of lofted that one a little much and left too much time for the safety Edmonds to kind of get up and deflect the ball.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be a easy pass for Gronk, but not at all.
What's going on, Martin? Appreciate it, man. Glad you're listening to us at work. Brady in the gun. He's got James White to his left. He's got Trips to his right. Making his checks down.
Out to his left. He's going to throw it to Gordon, too, who's going to get about 8 on the 8, maybe 9 yards on the play. Looks like it's going to be about an 8-yard gain. So you're going to have...
Third down and about 2.
3rd and 2 on the Buffalo 35 here.
Just under 8.5 left to go in the first quarter. Still no score. But New England driving here. Josh McDaniels, man, he's one of those guys. Did not work out as a head coach, but he is a master when it comes to being an offensive coordinator. Brady's got 3 wide. He's got James White to his right. He hands it off to White. White flips it back to Edelman. Edelman going across the field. He's going to get the first down and gain about 5 yards on that. Take it down to the 29-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Patriots.
This is going to go a little unnoticed here, but Brady steps up into a block here to give Edelman the room.
Look at that.
And gets knocked down very quickly. I think that was Alexander that knocked him down, but, credit to Brady there.
Brady with 5 wide in the gun, looking to his left. He underthrows the ball to Josh Gordon a little bit. That's the 2nd or 3rd time in this game already in the first quarter. Tom Brady has underthrown the ball. It's almost like he's not putting enough, or he's not stepping into the throw. He's more just kind of
throwing off the back foot there.
Yeah, he's throwing off his back foot and just kind of lofting it in. That's very un-Brady-like to have 3 passes
It's
here.
more Flacco-esque.
Very much more Flacco-esque.
So, all right, Brady's going to line up under center. He's going to have 2 wide out to the left, 2 out to the right, White in the back. He's going to fake the handoff to White.
But he looks for White out of the backfield. White takes it out for about an 11-yard gain there.
Yeah. So that's going to put him on the Buffalo 18. So far, this drive, 9 plays for 62 yards.
Yeah, pretty impressive.
It's what Tom Brady does. He chunks away. Tom Brady has never been the biggest downfield guy. This is how he kills teams. He kills teams with the short routes over the middle and the getting to the sideline when they need to.
Yeah, but he'll burn you over the top.
But he can get you burned every once in a while. Absolutely. Brady under center, trips out to the right.
He brings Cordell Patterson back in the backfield with him.
And it's going to be a Buffalo timeout here with 6:58 left to play in the first.
Buffalo either saw something that they didn't like or just taking a timeout here. Nonetheless, again, Brady and the Patriots driving. 6:58 left in the first quarter. This is, like I said, it's been a good drive for the Patriots, but again, Tom Brady, you'll see him, get into a rhythm more. But right now he's just, like I said, underthrowing the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. And we got 2 likes so far on this. We appreciate that, guys. For those of you that have liked, there's 26 of you guys watching. If you don't mind, you like what you're hearing, you like what we're doing here.
Make sure you give thumbs up.
Yeah, give us that thumbs up. That helps us anytime anybody else is searching for when we do this. On Monday nights. It's going to be, something that we're going to be doing regularly. So make sure that you like it so that you can get it, and then hit the subscribe button so you get alerts when we go live.
Patriots offense, 69% in the red zone, 7th in the NFL.
He's going to drop back here. He's going to jump it over to Edelman to about the 11-yard line.
It's about a 7-yard gain there on first down. It's going to bring up 2nd and 3. Tom Brady says, yeah, that was a nice pass. He missed a few passes, yeah, but they're driving right down the field. Oh, yeah, absolutely. They're
Look at this. Tom Brady is so good. He's watching our feed and commenting while he's throwing passes. That's how good he is.
Brady in the gun. He's got trips to his right, but he brings Cordell Patterson back to the backfield with him, making an audible call here at the line.
Setting the mic on the middle linebacker here.
Hands it off to Cordell Patterson. Patterson up the middle, gets the first down and a couple extra, takes it down to about the 5-yard line. Some extra chippiness going on there after the play. No flags are thrown or anything. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Patriots here at the 5-yard line. Look for Gronkowski here over the middle, or look for James White out of the backfield.
Yeah, well, the other guy that you got to watch right now is Josh
Corey
Gordon.
Ivory. There it
He's
is.
going to hand off to Ivory. Ivory's going to get it about a yard here.
I'm not Ivory. I'm sorry.
No, it's
Patterson. Patterson. Got the teams mixed up. I see that hair.
What's that? Oh, the hair. Oh, yeah. the long hair and the dreads.
Yeah.
Saw, I forget who it was, about 2 weeks ago, had a tackle.
Got
literally
ripped down
one
by the
dread.
hair.
One dread was all it was, and pulled him down.
It's part of the uniform. If
Yeah,
you're going to wear the
absolutely.
hair like that, that's the risk you take.
It is the risk you take. It's dangerous.
Brady in the gun here. Again, 2nd and goal now from about the 4.5-yard line. He's got trips to his right. Gronkowski's lined up in the slot. Brings James White in. Flag on the play. Could be lined up in the neutral zone.
And Brady's going to get hit as he throws.
The ball is fumbled, but looked like the Patriots' offensive lineman fell on the ball.
I think his arm may have been coming forward there. We'll have to see. Martin says he smells a TD.
Yeah, refs are getting together to talk about that. There was a flag, and it was false start on the offense.
Is it going to be false start, or is there illegal formation here? I think this may be it.
Oh,
it's going to be an illegal formation.
Yeah, sorry about that.
So it's going to be a fumble and a loss of 4 yards on the play. So now they're back on the 7-yard line.
Yeah, Buffalo declines the penalty. It's going to be 3rd and goal now from about the 7 or 8-yard line here.
So far, 13 plays with 73 yards. I think here's where you look for Gronk.
Yep.
You got to look for Gronk over the middle.
Actually, Gronk's not even out on the field right now. He's in the gun. He's got James White to his left.
Gronk's lined up on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
He's going to hit Gronk at the pylon, and it's incomplete. Incomplete at the pylon as they dove for the ball. Crazy play, but... Sorry, guys. We got it.
Sorry about that.
Sorry about that.
Hit
Matt said
mute
no
button
sound.
by
Yeah, we
accident.
hit the mute button by accident. So, and Tom says he's got a little bit of pressure mixed and missed him. So yeah, that's absolutely what happened. With that, when you get pressure on Tom Brady and you can collapse that, he's still a good quarterback that he's able to find. You know, he found Gronk, and he needed to hit him, but he just, he was getting hit as he thrown, and threw it a little bit too low. Again, underthrown. That's now 3 or 4 of them that we've seen.
Entrenched Trader, good to see you, man. Good to see that there's a Bills fan in here that's not afraid to speak up, man. So appreciate you tuning into the live feed. It's working. I wanted to make sure it was working.
There you go.
Yeah, so Ready here for the Bills to receive the ball for the second time in this game. We've got just under 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Again, Patriots leading 3-0. This is a game that really the Patriots shouldn't struggle with too much. But again, it was encouraging to see the Bills come out with some trickery and some different looks and lined up in the Wildcat, which I hadn't seen in a good long while. Had a little bit of success in the league there when the Dolphins first came out with it years back.
We got another Bills fan in the room. BC says he's a Bills fan.
What's going on, BC? Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you chiming in, man. Hey, if you got any questions, you guys got any comments, anything around, it doesn't even have to be about this game. Anything going on around the NFL that you guys want to chat about or talk about, we love to. We got 3.5 hours commercial free here to fill the air with, so we appreciate any interaction you guys give us.
And for those of you guys that are just joining us, we are Birdland BS. We are first and foremost a Baltimore sports podcast, but we're really diving here into the Monday Night Football games where we're doing the commentary. This is now our third game. We did a Thursday Night Football game last Monday. We're going to be doing this Monday, we're doing this Monday, and make sure you check us out, www.birdlandbs.com. You can check out our Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all of our social media sites. It's just search Birdland BS. You'll be able to find us really nice and easy. The logo's up there, and I should do over here. Logo's over here up in the top right-hand corner.
Gostkowski kicks the ball off. Ball's just short of the end zone, so the Bills are going to return this. They take it out to the 20. He gets tripped up, but the ball's loose. Ball's loose, and the Patriots recover it.
Recover the football.
And that's it. They're giving the Patriots the ball. We'll have to watch the replay here to see when that ball came loose. But to me, that looked like that was a clean fumble. He got tripped up at his knees. And as he was coming down to the ground, no, he may have been down before that ball came out. Actually, his backside looks like it may have hit the ground before that ball
Murphy
came
hit
loose.
The ball, and his butt and his arm are down.
That should be overturned.
Before he gets the ball knocked out there. So definitely the arm down. We got Hector. Hector is in the house from last week. We saw Hector last week.
What's going on, Hector?
BC says he's not watching, so he's relying on us for his football play-by-play.
We appreciate
got you covered,
that, BC.
Man. We got you covered. So it is under official review, by the way.
That's pretty clear.
For that, it's pretty clear to me, too. I think this is going to be easily overturned.
Yeah.
It's going to be the Bills' ball.
At about the 22-yard
line.
So congratulations to all you New England and Boston fans out there. Yet another championship by your Red Sox. You're welcome for Steve Pierce.
You're very welcome for Steve Pierce.
That's a journeyman. Like, he is the definition of journeyman. If you looked up journeyman in the dictionary as far as baseball goes, Steve Pierce is there.
Yeah, and for those fans that aren't Baltimore fans, there was a saying that went around the clubhouse and went around Baltimore when Buck Showalter was in town and when Dan Duquette. And Buck's famous saying when we were going through the playoff run in 2012 and again in 2014 was, "I like our guys."
Right.
And he used to always say that. And Steve Pierce was the ultimate "I like our guys."
Yeah.
Because he was Steve Pierce is a professional hitter.
Hitter. He's a gamer. He gives you everything he has night in and night out. There's never any questions about hustle or drive. I mean, this is a guy, again, he's struggled to really catch on any one place. He's been all around. He's played for every team in the AL East, but comes through in a big way for the Red Sox and is named the Red Sox World Series MVP.
And Tom chimes in and says another championship coming to New England this February too. You know what? With the 5-2 Pats, you can never rule out the Patriots. You never can.
No, you guys are always going to be in there right through the thick of things. If you're going to be in, you'll be there at least in the AFC Championship more than likely. And right now, honestly, I don't see too many teams in the AFC other than the Chiefs giving them much of a run. I mean, I was higher on the Ravens when we talked, Tom, about 2 weeks ago. But my opinions on the Ravens have actually changed, obviously, with the last 2 weeks. Defense hasn't been able to keep things together. The offense has been as inconsistent can be. Ravens are now 4-4 on the year, 3 years in a row that they've started 4-4. Frustrating, man. This team should be better than that. But nonetheless, Patriots, like I said, will definitely be there in the end, in the thick of things. Looks like we're ready to get a ruling now, an official ruling on this. But I don't think there's much of a debate on this.
Yeah, no, not at all. And so, for those of you guys out there watching, again, we're Birdland BS. We got 47 of you guys watching. We got 4 likes. Come on, if you like what you're hearing, like what you're seeing, hit that thumbs up button.
Bills do retain possession here. Derek Anderson. Derek Anderson in the gun here. Hands it off to LaShawn McCoy, and LaShawn McCoy bounces left, bounces back to the right, but he's tripped up, and he's going to lose about 2 yards on this. He's going to go down at the 20-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd and 12 for the Bills.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tom Brady says, if the Ravens can just make it to the playoffs, they are a dangerous team in the postseason. And you know what? You're absolutely right. A la 2012.
Tom Brady would know that.
A la 2012, the Ravens were a mediocre team at best in the beginning of the year. Got on a run late, hit their stride late, and were very dangerous in the playoffs. So I totally agree with you there, if they can get there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Derek Anderson here in the gun. He's got McCoy to his right. McCoy comes out of the backfield. He's looking for him. He throws it over the top.
Deep pass
McCoy
to
with
McCoy.
the catch. He has to outreach for the ball, so he trips himself up. That could have been a much bigger play, but he does gain about 15 yards on that. Anderson would have had a little bit more touch on that. McCoy could have really ran for a while on that.
Yeah, absolutely. And now they're going to have a first down on about the 43-yard lines where he wound up getting downed. Great read by Anderson to know that McCoy was in one-on-one coverage there and going to be able to beat his man.
Ross, the Steelers are good offensively. They struggle defensively, but they're another team too that if they get hot at the right time can be a dangerous team.
All right, McCoy. It looks like McCoy is under center again, and they're going to have to call a timeout. McCoy was under center, wasn't sure what was being called there.
It looked like there was some confusion there as to what the play call was. McCoy wasn't sure.
Anderson was out at wide receiver again.
Yeah, they coming out of this Wildcat offense yet again. James says he doesn't think so about the Ravens. I've read some of your posts, James, and I value your opinion. And there's definitely a lot of concerns with this team. And honestly, at this point, looking at the remaining schedule for the Ravens, I don't see them making the playoffs. I think they're an 8-8 team. I think at this point they're 8-8, 9-7 at best. They'd have to go 6-2 the rest of the way to be able to be a 10-6 and be sure that you're in the playoffs.
And they don't exactly have an easy schedule moving forward.
They definitely don't.
So Anderson starts under center. He goes out to the left. You're going to see McCoy snap it with Jones, fakes the handoff to Jones. McCoy is going to get stuffed in the backfield for a loss of about 3 there.
BC says, Rams look like they can be beat. Yeah, the Packers played them tough. I will say that. The Packers, if anything, gave the NFL, the rest of the NFL, kind of a blueprint as to how you hang with the Rams. But at the end of the day, the Rams pulled that out, and they're 8-0 now on the year.
And you've got to be kidding yourself if you don't think the Rams are going to make adjustments.
Yep. Here we go, Derek Anderson under center. He's got 4 wide receivers. The ball's tipped at the line of the scrimmage. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 13 here. He did have his tight end cutting across the middle there, but again, ball batted down at the line of scrimmage. We're used to seeing that.
Yeah, no, Flacco has had many of those. He's leading the league in batted balls this year.
Yeah.
Hector says that if the Pack plays them in the playoffs, they'll lose. It's a completely different atmosphere of the playoffs. And hey,
look, you never can question Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is one of the best, if not the best, at what he does, right up there with Tom Brady. So I can't argue that, but the Rams are a better overall team. Derek Anderson again in the gun. He's got McCoy to his left, looking to his right. He throws it. And it's complete to Clay, but it's only a gain of about 6 yards on that, so it's going to bring up 4th down, and the Bills are going to have to punt. Clay getting up kind of gingerly. Looks like he might be shaken up a bit. We'll see what happens here. The Bills send their punter out on 4th down. Just over 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Again, the Patriots leading the Bills 3-0.
Borquez is back for the punt.
Thank you for doing that last name because I couldn't have done that. Borquez, there we go. Doesn't look like that. I'd have pronounced every letter.
Quiz. So Borquez is back for the punt. He's going to get it off pretty cleanly. It's going to be a pretty long punt here.
Ball bounce.
And the ball's got a favorable bounce. Oh, favorable bounce for the Bills, but it's going to go into the end zone. There was an attempt there to try and kick it back out, but it just barely went down. Nice punt, though. 53-yard punt for Burquez on that. Winds up being a touchback, but if he can get down there and down that, that's a nice 53-yard punt that puts him, inside the 5-yard line there. Yeah,
you hope to get a little bit more hang time on that so you can get your gunners down there, but nonetheless, ball bounced at the 15-yard line and just took off like a rocket.
Cody chimes in and says, "Thank God Jackson was fired finally."
Yeah, that was a long overdue. If any of you out there watch the HBO special on them, the Hard Knocks with the Browns, you really got a good view of what areas Hugh Jackson really lacks in. Great guy, and when his time here in Baltimore, he was well known as a very good quarterbacks coach. But not just like with anything, just because you're good at one thing doesn't mean you're going to be good at everything. And Hugh Jackson's a bit of a pushover. Not the best leader amongst men, and there was some toxic things going on in that clubhouse with Hugh Jackson and offensive coordinator Todd Haley kind of bumping heads and not agreeing on things. And when you've got a young football team and you've got a young leader like Baker Mayfield, the last thing that you need is any kind of drama going on with the coaching staff. So beyond the records, it's good riddance for Jackson and Haley being gone. I think Haley is a good offensive mind. He's been a decent offensive coordinator in his career. He's too much of a personality, I think, for younger guys.
He'll pick up somewhere, maybe next year, but not anywhere right immediately. So we have Hector chiming in, talking about Aaron Rodgers. Tom actually says Aaron Rodgers and the Packers haven't been to the Super Bowl in like 7 years. Hector says, top to bottom, the fumble killed the Pack, and 7 years without one. Imagine when he gets there, what he's going to do. So we're going to see Brady line up under center here. He's going to have Gronk move in motion. Going to hand it off to White. White's going to get a gain of about 3.
It's going to bring up 2nd down and 7 on the play.
Sam joins us. Thanks. Sam says, "We are the best." We appreciate it, Sam.
Appreciate you tuning in as always, Sam. Good to see you, man.
We know you always love to join us. Tom says the Packers were 2 for 8 on 3rd downs. That ain't good. No, that definitely killed them as well. But that fumble was huge. Just like Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers is known for those last-minute drives.
Absolutely.
That win games. And that's what leaders need to do.
Brady in the gun here. Looks like he's got Gronk in no, that's who is that in the backfield? That's his fullback. Throws out right again, a little off target to White. I don't know if that was a
throwing behind him a little bit there.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a bad route ran or just not on the same page there. But nonetheless, Brady does not look Brady-esque yet. Still early, as we still have 57 seconds left to go here in the first quarter.
And
3rd and 7.
Tom chimes in and says he's referring again to Brady. Says he's got to get there first, and we'll see Tom and the Pats. We'll have to see what Tom and Pats say about that, Hector. Referring to a potential matchup, I guess, between
Brady and the gun's got James White to his right, looking to his left, can't find anybody open. There's pressure. Brady scrambles, going for the first down, and actually gets the first down and took a hit on it. Wow, not something that you usually see from Brady.
Usually you see him taking that slide.
Brady's going to usually slide, and but hey, look, if you're going to go for it on 3rd down, and you don't have another down in your pocket, why go for it unless you're going to go for the first? And Brady showing off the 5.8 40-yard time wheels there. Good Lord, he is slow. But nonetheless, he got the first down. Brady lines up under center here. He's got
15 seconds left.
3 wide. Looks like they're going to blow this play dead, and it looks like a timeout. Timeout New England. 12 seconds left in the first.
Cody chimes in and says, 36 losses, 0 road wins. Haha, pathetic even for our standards, and I'm a lifelong Browns fan. And even that was too much, but thanks for doing the game.
Hey, Cody, no, I totally agree with you. The 36 loss is obviously first and foremost what lost him the job. But again, when it comes to the locker room there, when you've got a young team like you guys have there, you cannot have issues internally with your coaching staff. You can't, especially from the top down. When there's issues between your head coach and your offensive coordinator, and your franchise quarterback doesn't have somebody that they can go to or somebody they rely on, that's just a bad formula for a team and bad formula for an organization. I don't think Greg Williams is the long-term solution there. They're going to have to find somebody, but they've got time to do that.
Absolutely. Brady's going to line up under center. He's going to hand it off to White. White's going to get a few yards and get stopped. Looks like he's going to be a gain of about 2, and we're going to see the end of the first quarter here as we move on to the second quarter. 3-0 Patriots over the Bills. As we start this second quarter. A few more people chiming in. Yeah, Brent.
Brent says he's glad he found the channel, listening to the game at works. I appreciate that, Brent. You're the second or third person now that said that they're listening to it at work, so
yeah, absolutely.
We appreciate that. Any interaction that you guys want to have. Hey, while we're on commercial, while it's the end of the first quarter, we got 55 of you guys in here watching right now, which is awesome, by the way.
We appreciate it, guys.
But we have 6 thumbs up. We have 6 likes on the post. Take a second, please. It means a lot to us. Hit that thumbs up if you appreciate what we're doing here, and if you're listening and chiming in, hit that thumbs up, man. We really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Hector says he loves it. No commercials.
Yeah, man. That's why I said we love this interaction with you guys. We love all the random questions and things to talk about, because going for this thing for 3.5 hours straight with no commercials, it's taxing on our voices first and foremost, but
we still got a show to do tomorrow, Fred.
Right? Yeah, we have a show to do tomorrow, but it gives us things to talk about as well, and help fill some of the dead air.
Absolutely. And for you guys that haven't heard of us before or haven't seen us, you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit your alerts, make sure you turn them on. First and foremost, we are Birdland BS. We are a Baltimore sports podcast. We do a lot of talk about Baltimore sports every Tuesday night, 8:45. You can check us out on our podcast version, Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, whichever platform we are on it. We are really loving this new piece that we've added on Monday nights of doing the show, and so we go through and just do the commentary for you guys. So, but make sure to check out our show, even if you're not a Baltimore sports fan. We do, we talk Baltimore sports and how it relates to, even some of the things that we see in Pittsburgh, how it relates to the NFL, and how it affects the Ravens, the Orioles, Capitals, everybody. James is telling me I gotta go get the hat on. I don't have my hat. Normally I've got my hat on with Birdland BS. I actually do it. I got a haircut, so I figured I'd show it off, James. You got a problem with that, man? Come on.
He also says the talk today, talking about the Browns, was about the Sooner head coach because of the ties with Baker. And that could very well be. That was actually my first thought, was if they were going to clean house there with their head coach and the offensive coordinator, and they're really investing in Baker Mayfield, which I think is the smart thing to do, just the little bit of sample size that we've seen from Baker, going after a coach that worked successfully with Baker in the past might make a whole lot of sense, but we'll see. Brady here to start the second quarter is off in the gun. He's got trips to his left. Edelman in motion. Fakes the handoff to James White. Throws over the middle. He's got Hogan. Hogan with a big gain. Takes it down to about the 37-yard line.
29-yard gain there.
29-yard gain by Hogan. Brady, that was very Brady-esque. Throwing over the middle. Hits his receiver in stride. Doesn't have to slow down for the ball at all. And continues on for yards after the catch. Big play by Hogan. Hogan was a guy I expected to have a pretty big year. Was a guy I was kind of high on in fantasy drafts. I didn't end up getting him, but I was high on him nonetheless. And it's kind of been disappointing so far.
Yeah, absolutely. From a fantasy standpoint, he's not on my team, but Brady's going to fake the handoff. He's looking downfield. Looks like he's gonna dump it off to his left.
Yeah, but that was directed at an offensive lineman. He was not outside of the tackle box on there. There should be a flag for intentional grounding.
Bills are calling for intentional grounding here.
Refs get together, and they're deciding no intentional grounding.
Wow.
And they said he was out of the pocket. Man, if he was out of the pocket,
So we had Tom ask, no beer tonight, guys, and then I think Hector is on to us. He says, looks like bourbon and Coke tonight. It is the Tin Cup, my friend.
Hector, you must know something, my friend. And big boy style, we go bigger, we go home. The $50-some bottle of Tin Cup here.
Shashinka Joe also says he loves the live updates. It's cool. We appreciate that, man. Make sure you hit the like.
Appreciate
Make sure you
it,
hit
man.
the subscribe button.
Brady in the gun here. He's got trips to his left. Flags on the play. Looks like it might have been a false start here, and it was.
Yeah.
Brady and the offense here going backwards. Just over 14 minutes left in the second quarter. 14 minutes and 16 seconds. Again, New England leading 3-0, but on the move here for more. 2nd and 15.
All right, since James said something, next break here, I got to go get the hat. I got to go show everybody the hat.
Yeah, Lincoln Riley. Absolutely, Cody. That could be a good name for the Browns head coaching job.
Brady's going to line up under center. He's going to have two wide out to his left. Edelman out to his right. Looks like he's going to look down the middle field to Edelman. Edelman's going to get the first down and a few more. So it looks like it's going to be a gain of about 13 there.
Yeah, Edelman, again, over the middle. Very similar route, running the opposite direction, though, the Hogan. Brady, again, hits him in stride. Edelman gains about 3 or 4 yards there after the catch and, again, picks up the first down.
It's going to be first and down from the Buffalo 25.
Brady under center here is lined up in the I formation. Hands it off to James White. James White makes one cut, goes up the middle there for about a 3-yard gain. Sorry, that was Banner, not or Barner. Barner, not James White. So a gain of about 3. It's going to bring up second down, and it's a gain of 2. Second down and 8.
Hector says, "When you know, you know." In reference to our tin cup.
Good call, Hector. Again, any comments or questions that you guys have? We got 57 of you guys in here watching right now. So any interaction, comments, things you want to hear us talk about, please chime in. Patriots here lined up from the 23-yard line, second down and 8.
Puts White in motion. He's going to throw it off to White. White's going to get hit. As he catches the ball, he's going to get hit for a loss of about 3 on the play.
Edmonds read that from the get-go.
Absolutely.
This is a guy, him and his brother both, out of Virginia Tech, both very good linebacker and safety. He's probably been the one bright side for the Bills here defensively. Is that they looks like they found a very good hybrid linebacker safety because he could honestly play either one.
He's going to dump it off to Edelman. It's a screen pass. Edelman's going to get out about to the 22-yard line.
It's going to bring up about 4th down and 8 or 4th down and 7 on this one. So Gostkowski comes back in for yet another field goal attempt.
And Matt Katak is chiming in. He says, shout-outs to Sanger, California.
All right, what's going on, Matt Katak, out in Sanger, California, man?
And
appreciate you tuning in.
Christopher Waxter chimes in, says, who do you guys want to win? Who do I want to win is a different story than who I think will win. I think the Pats run away with this game in the long run. Gostkowski, for the kick, it's up and it's good. There's going to be a 40-yarder for Gostkowski. It's now 6-0 Patriots over the Bills. We've got about 11.5 left in the first half here.
Chris, to answer your question from my point of view, I have to say that I want the Bills to win this game only for selfish reasons. If you haven't been tuning in or you just tuned in,
I'm gonna go get the hat while you go off on this.
Yeah, Scott and I are actually a Baltimore sports podcast, so we're Ravens fans at heart. And anything that we can do to see a Patriots loss and help us in the playoff picture, which is very, very grim right now for Ravens fans, that's my hope. So if I had to pick a winner here, I'd hope the Bills win, but the right senses say that the Patriots are going to pull this one off. Although they have gotten off to a much slower start than to be expected. 6-0 Patriots here. Just underway in the second quarter. Let's see, what do we got? Bills are going to lose tonight. Yeah, Tom, that's probably right. Shashinka Joe's got it at 24-10 Pats. That's pretty much on par with where I had it. I had it a little higher scoring for the Pats on that, but I had the Bills coming in with about 10. Tom Brady, why would you want the Bills? Come on, man. I got to think bigger picture here. I got to think about the playoffs. Who's the linebacker? Linebacker's Tremon Edmonds. He's the Edmonds brother out of Virginia Tech. Like I said, he's been kind of the one bright spot for the Bills here. Tremaine Edmonds, sorry. Hector says 24-10 sounds dead on. Actually, I can see that 100. Yeah, like I said, it's a pretty valid pick here. Now they're talking about the Hugh Jackson firing 336-1 in 2+ seasons. Worst record for one team in NFL history. Sadly to say, 2 of those 3 wins came this year.
So we have Cody chime in and he says, O's fans, so is Machado overrated and will he stay in LA?
If you want my honest opinion, there's a lot of baggage that comes along with Manny Machado. He is a me guy. He's not Johnny Hustle like he said in his interview. And I don't think that that's going to change. He's an immature player, but you can't deny the talent. I mean, I'm a baseball fan through and through, and I've seen a lot of good players in my day. I'm 36 years old. I have never seen somebody of his caliber play third base the way he plays it. The problem is he doesn't want to play third base. He wants to be a shortstop, and he's above average at shortstop, but he's not the platinum glove winner that he is at third base. If he could just commit to third base, I think he's worth the money, because what you get out of him offensively and defensively from third base, in my opinion, he's going to get the money one way or the other. If you're a team that can deal with the personality issues, he's worth it. But if he's a guy that you're going to build your entire franchise around and hope that he's that leader in the clubhouse, wrong guy.
Yeah, Gostowski gets the kickoff, and it goes back in the back of the end zone. There's going to be a flag on the play here.
Tate says, off topic, but do you think Lamar Jackson's the real deal? Not yet.
No.
He's got
a lot of work to do.
He's got at least another year and a half under him. I think the proper thing for the Ravens to do, not only keep him behind Joe this year, but keep him behind Joe next year, suck it up and pay Joe's salary, because you're already committed to it anyway. If you really want Lamar to be the future of your team, you got to do him justice and give him time to develop. There's no doubt he's got a lot of talent with his feet. He can throw the ball, but there's a lot about this game that he's got to learn. And I'm excited to see it, but I don't want to be overly zealous and see it too soon, because I think that sets him up for failure.
Yeah.
Just my opinion. Sorry, Sam. I know you're out there, buddy, and I know you're a big Lamar fan, and I know you want to see him play, but it's just my opinion on it, brother.
Yeah. As far as the game, the flag was an illegal formation, and that penalty is going to be enforced at the New England 35. So this will be interesting to see how they play this, but illegal formation here.
Cody says, so you think he will leave the Dodgers? Honestly, I don't think it's a matter of him leaving the Dodgers. He's going to go to the biggest bidder. He's not going to have any loyalty to LA. He's not going to have any loyalty to any one particular team. It's going to come down to whoever puts up the most money. That's what Manny is. Manny's about him, and he's about his money.
And we're going to be talking. Make sure you guys check out our show tomorrow night on YouTube, Facebook, and on Twitter. We do our normal 8:45 show. We're going to be talking about Manny. We're going to be talking about the series. We're going to be talking about all this stuff. Back to the football for a moment. Connor says he doesn't like Lamar. He's not a QB right now, especially with that pass on Sunday, and that brings up a good point. Lamar had a wide open pass to Willie Snead that he well underthrew. That really just shows what you and I have talked about. All right, so the Bills are going to field the second kickoff from about the 8-yard line. Looks like he's going to break it out to about the 33-yard line.
Hitting on that Lamar thing right now, Connor, I'm sorry. I agree. Like I said, he needs time to develop. Don't get yourself up in a bunch about the one pass. It was one. You got to understand, like, he came in off the bench. He didn't set his feet, and he tried to throw the ball with all arm 20 yards down the field. And not to say he couldn't do it, but it was a mechanics thing on that. And that's what he needs to work on. And he'll get better with time. He just needs the time to do it.
And Sam just chimed in. Sam says keep him with the clipboard this year. So Sam agrees. And Sam's Sam's out of Louisville. He's a huge Lamar fan.
All right, appreciate that, Sam. Yeah, glad that you're more of a realist than most Lamar fans. Most Lamar fans want to see him yesterday.
Yeah.
Anderson here in the gun. He's looking deep. He throws it over to Benjamin, but the pass is broken up. Anderson underthrew that just a little bit. If he'd have got it out there in front of Benjamin, Benjamin might have had a big play on that.
Yeah, it was very close to the sideline there. And it would have been a big play because it would have been on the New England 48. It would have been a huge movement of the chains. That hits Benjamin right in the shoulder pad there, right in the front portion. So he should have really caught that ball.
Clipboards are now service pros. Nah, that's true.
This is absolutely true.
Guy is a senior in college. Exactly. Super young. Got a long way to go. The McCoy with the handoff tries to make a move. Gains about a yard on that. It's going to bring up third and long for the Bills here.
Fortress chimed in and said, should the Bucs try and trade for a QB, draft one, or try and work with what they have?
Well, they need to get rid of Jameis Winston. I don't think Jameis Winston's the answer there. You can't rely on Ryan Fitzpatrick. Albeit he's done pretty well this year. He's getting up there in age. He's not the quarterback of the future. I wouldn't be surprised if they went after a free agent quarterback like a Joe Flacco in 2 years from now, or if they draft one.
Over the middle of Jones, he's going to get a gain of about 3 on the play.
It's going to bring up fourth down.
Anderson looked like he had about an 8-step drop there on that play, dropping back about 6 to 7 yards from the line of scrimmage, and then winds up throwing it over the middle to Jones for a short gain. So it's going to be 4th and 6. Edelman's going to be back now for the kick. So this will be interesting to see how Borquez.
Whoa. Jay Bads. Nobody said we hated Flacco so much. If anything, if you listen to our show, Birdland BS, I'm not a Flacco apologist by any means.
Oh, wow. We just saw a punt here. Only a 26-yard punt on the New England 38-yard line by Borquez. Huge setup for New England here.
Yeah.
Being on the New England 38 for the first.
Yeah, so getting back to the Flacco thing, neither one of us are Flacco haters by any means. Here's the thing with Flacco. He's an above-average quarterback, and he's been a quarterback that hasn't had a whole lot of weapons in his entire career. He's had spot weapons, but he hasn't had a team of weapons around him really since the Ray Rice, Anquan Bolden days. And even then, I mean, it was Anquan Bolden and everybody else. It was it as far as wide receivers go. He's had inconsistencies with the offensive coordinators. Marty Morningwig's been the first consistent offensive coordinator he's had in his career. But, you know, he's playing his best, the best, I'd say, of his career so far. He had a crap game. Yesterday, but neither one of us are Flacco haters by any means.
No, absolutely not. And we've got Connor chiming in. He says, Shinchika Joe says, quarterback of the future. Who said that? That was the prediction by a lot of the media outlets here in Baltimore for quite a while during and after the draft. Especially since he fell back so far in the draft. They were able to, really in their eyes originally get him for a quote unquote a steal in the first round. He really probably in all reality, he probably honestly could have gone in the second round, potentially maybe depending on what everybody was looking at and what everybody wanted to do, maybe even made it to the third round. So I think we overpaid for what we're getting, considering what was on the board before. But I think overall, it comes down to, what can we do? Connor says,
what's up, Tim Dong? We see you, brother. Appreciate you tuning in again.
Yeah, absolutely. Connor says, Jameis Winston to the Ravens.
No.
He heard we have some great crab legs.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't want
I don't care if he loves crab legs. I don't care if he steals crab legs. I don't want nothing to do with a Jameis or a Winston here in Baltimore.
Fortress says, Derek Carr from Oakland is a possibility.
I don't know. I think that Gruden has an infatuation with Carr. I think Gruden has a lot of faith in Carr. I don't see him leaving Oakland anytime soon. Now that could change in a year or two from now if he continues to underperform like this. And when you put, Gruden under the microscope, and if he doesn't turn this franchise around soon, they may be looking for another option elsewhere. Brady in the gun here. He's got 5 wide receivers lined up, and he's got his fullback out to his right. looking to his left, throws out to his fullback, who makes a couple guys take some punishing hits, gains about 6 yards there. Is that Devlin, I think his name is?
Yeah, I think it's Devlin.
Yeah, gains about 6. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 4 here for the Patriots from the, what's that, about the 45-yard line.
And Tim said we are now, and thank you, Tim, and thank you for the other subscribers. We are now at 201 subscribers.
Nice. Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate that, guys.
That's a big mark for us. We YouTube has been slowly growing, but going in the right direction.
Danny's chiming in from Myrtle Beach. We appreciate that, Danny. We got 69 of you guys out there. A minute ago, we actually were up to 75 at one point.
Appreciate it, Danny.
Coming in and out. So it's definitely been awesome. So we have Shinshika Joe chiming in, says, how do you feel about the Phillies' playoff chances going forward, hot and cold as of late?
They have been hot and cold as of late, but that's a team that could catch fire here late. That division is a mess. Yes, the Redskins are 5-2, but who in the hell really believes in the Redskins are a 5-2 team? Adrian Peterson's kind of come back from the grave, but how long does that last? We'll see. I mean, Alex Smith is actually playing pretty decently there, but I think Philly ends up winning that division still.
Tim Dong trying to get us. He's saying everybody hit the bell too to get that to get the notifications. Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
So it looks like it's going to be, is that Barner again? That's going to go up the middle for a gain of about maybe 2 yards on that play.
Just under 9.5 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Again, Patriots leading on 2 field goals, 6-0. Like I said, slow start for the Patriots, considering I figured this might be a game that they'd run away with quickly.
Martin asked if we're going to broadcast the whole game. Yes, Martin, we are going to broadcast the whole game.
Commercial free, my friend.
We go commercial free. We will give you through halftime. We will give you through a small short of post game. So we'll be here. Ross says big hello from UPS. He's working apparently as
What's going on, Ross?
And it's going to be a dump off to White. White's
White
going to get
a big gain.
Big gain here.
Down to about the 28-yard line. Got tripped up just at the last second by his foot. I think James is a little upset there because he felt like he had a touchdown there. If he'd have made that one guy
I think he
miss.
actually got a little bit further than that. He might have. I think he was actually a little more along the lines of the 33-yard line, but still a gain of at least 15.
I said 28. Oh, so he got down to 32.
So we appreciate you guys chiming in. We have some people asking about how we think the Redskins will do, and Danny is asking, what do you guys think about the Bears for real?
Redskins could make the playoffs, yeah. I mean, at 5-2, they could.
Brady's going to drop back, throw over the middle of Gronk, and it's going to be a gain of about 11 on the play. That's going to get him down to about the 23-yard line, 22-yard line. So short pass over to the middle to Gronk for an 11-yard gain here.
Danny asks, what do you guys think about the Bears? Are they for real? They've impressed me a lot. They've got a good defensive team. And Mitch Trubisky was a guy I was not high on at all, but he continues to improve and continues to get better. And they've put some weapons around him, so they are a decent team. I don't think they're ready to win the division, not in a division with the Packers yet. But they'll be there in the wild card hunt.
Brady under center. He drops back, called an audible, drops back into the gun, hands it off, fakes the handoff to White. He's going to get some pressure, and he's going to get sacked. He's going to get sacked for a loss of about 4 on the play. So that'll be, actually, it might be even 5 or 6 yards there, depending on where they spot this. So it looks like it's going to be 2nd and 16 here.
Looked like Alexander tried to strip the ball out of Brady's hand there before he wrapped him up for a sack. If you watch it here quickly, yeah, he swipes at the ball. Brady does a good job of holding on to it, but goes down there for the sack. Lorenzo Alexander, his 12th year with the Bills here. 2nd down to 16 from the 28-yard line. Fakes the handoff, looking down the middle of the field. Short pass to the fullback, but incomplete as Devlin. The ball was underthrown to Devlin a little bit there. It's going to bring up a long 3rd and 16.
Yeah, we got Ken chiming in. Ken's here. He says it's time to go. Time for Joe to go. Period. James agrees. He says him and John both need to go. Look, a lot of people put a lot of pressure on Joe Flacco, but you know what? This Lamar package, we've talked about it on our show. It disrupts the rhythm when you have a guy like Lamar who can't throw the ball, it's not like a Hill for the Saints who has the ability to throw it, who has the ability to catch it.
Brady in the gun, throws it over the middle, complete to Edelman. Edelman tries to make a guy miss, but can't. He's tackled at the 20-yard line, well short of the first down. It's going to bring up Gostkowski again for yet another field goal for all you fantasy lovers out there that have Gostkowski as your kicker.
A little bit of chippiness after the play here. The refs are trying to break it up.
No flags are thrown as of yet.
Looks like Brown and Hyde.
So it's going to be 4th and long, and Gostkowski is out for yet another field goal attempt.
I think Hector's being a little facetious here. He says, Brady got sacked and no flag.
Yeah, and he didn't cry for one.
Yeah.
Sorry, so
Tom.
Look, James, we're going to talk about this more in depth tomorrow. That's actually one of the big debates that we're going to talk about tomorrow during the show. I'm with you on the Harbaugh thing. I love Harbaugh as a person. I think he's a terrible in-game coach. And it's overdue.
Gostkowski's going to hit the long field goal, by the way, 38-yard field goal, and it's going to be good. They're going to go up 9-0 now with about 5:42 left in the first half.
Yeah, I think Harbaugh's time in Baltimore is overdone. All the gimmicky messages and things that he tries to deliver, all the, just the. He doesn't take ownership of anything. He doesn't hold anybody under the fire. And he's, like I said, he's a terrible in-game coach. They need a new message in that locker room. The team is a mediocre football team right now, and they're playing like it. Marlon Humphrey's injury, I think, has been underrated as to how much that's affected the defense.
Jimmy Smith hasn't been playing well as well.
Jimmy Smith has not been playing well since he came back. You've got 2 safeties that are box safeties. Neither one of them are good in coverage. Your middle linebacker, as great as a tackler is, and as great as he is against the run, he's awful in coverage.
It's like give away our whole show, Frank.
Yeah, I know. There's so many things that are going wrong with this team. You can't just say, well, Joe Flacco needs to go or John Harbaugh needs to go. Or there's a lot of things. Harbaugh, it starts with Harbaugh. It ends with Harbaugh. I do think that he needs to go after this year. He should have gone last year. Flacco, I'm not ready to throw out just quite yet. Again, Lamar's not ready, and you don't want to jeopardize your future by bringing in Lamar too soon. And I think Flacco's having a good year. I don't think he's having a great year, but I do think he's having a good year. And if we could see some more consistency, I think, with the play calling from Marty, and seeing the ability to adjust in game, we might see some better results.
Absolutely. We had some people chiming in. Jorge says the Ravens have the best D in the league, though, and they are. But you know what? We better hope that Carolina just didn't give everybody else the playbook and the blueprint for beating this defense, which is what you and I have been saying for weeks now with C.J. Mosley. Throwing it over the middle. C.J. Mosley can't cover. You need a guy like Kenny Young that can step up, but we weren't able to see that this week because they weren't playing Kenny Young in the coverage side of things. They were blitzing him more, and I think that's because of his speed. Yeah. He's got enough speed to be able to coverage, which is why you want to get him in on the blitz, but it's just not there. So we've got 74 of you guys watching. We have 20 likes. We appreciate it. For those of you guys watching, please make sure you give the thumbs up button. When you guys give a thumbs up button, it moves up us up higher on the list each time we do one of these. So every Monday we'll be higher on the list. We'll be easier to find. Also, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't even have to worry about finding us. We'll be on your feed anytime that you log into YouTube.
Hector, slow the roll there, buddy. Can't compare Lamar and Peyton Manning. Those are 2 totally different quarterbacks. Peyton Manning was a genius at the quarterback position, even in college. I mean, he was light years ahead mentally, and he came out a much more physically mature quarterback. And again, really,
he says
Indianapolis.
He's BSing.
Okay, thank God. I hoped you were BSing.
So since Joe chimes in and says, congrats, SG3. You're still the only guy with points tonight. Bouts with Buffalo are always tough. And Ross says this game sucks. This game is not what we all thought it was going to be. We thought this was going to be an immediate blowout. It's only 9-0 Bills, and we've got 5 minutes.
Derek Anderson, under center here at the 25-yard line, hands it off to McCoy. McCoy bounces outside, gains about 3.5 yards before he's forced out of bounds. It's going to bring up second down and about 7. maybe 6,
Yeah,
a long 6.
Absolutely. And now we're up to James chimes in. We have 81. James, I see 83 people in the room. Guys, make sure you hit that like. Make sure you hit that subscribe. We go live every Monday. We also go live every Tuesday night for our Birdland BS show, where we're a Baltimore sports podcast first and foremost. As you can see by the hat, at Birdland BS is our Twitter handle. You can search us on any social media platform at Birdland BS. You'll find us.
I feel like you're a machine with that. Like I'm just hitting a button and you're just automatically spewing out the Birdland BS feed. It's great.
I love it. So, yeah, make sure you guys hit that. We appreciate that, guys.
McCoy with the handoff. Stopped at the line of scrimmage there. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 6 here.
Everything that you guys do, we love this. This is us. We normally prepared for our show on Tuesday tonight, and we decided to give this a shot. And the first time, we had a bunch of people come on. We had a bunch of people start commenting, and we just ran with it. We've been going with it. This is the most subscribers we've hit during a show so far. So 83, you guys. We appreciate 84 now. So we appreciate it. Make sure you hit it. Just like last week, Hector says, we appreciate it.
Derek Anderson in the gun here on 3rd down and 6. Brings wide receiver in motion. He's got trips to his left, looking deep down the field, and he's got it completed out to Holmes.
21-yard pass there.
At about for a gain about 21 yards. TV just showed Thurman Thomas. This is a guy that they're retiring his jersey at halftime here. Hall of Fame running back in the good old days for the Bills when they were actually a good team.
Hector knows what's up, by the way. He said plugs like crazy. He knows how to market. You bet I do.
He's got to hit a button and he just goes in the plug mode. Derek Anderson here on 1st down at the 50-yard line, right at midfield. He's in the gun, sends his fullback there in motion to the outside. Looked like there was a little bit of movement before the play, but they don't throw the flag on it.
Anderson
throws it out to McCoy, but McCoy was not ready for the pass.
And Anderson also got hit as he threw.
Looked like there was a little bit of movement there early on the offensive line, but the refs did not throw the flag on that one.
They've now gone through what? 4. They've gone through Tyrod Taylor, A.J. McCarron, Nathan Peterman, Josh Allen, and now they're on to Anderson.
Yeah. Josh Allen will be back. I mean, he's probably going to miss maybe one more week before he comes back, but we'll see.
Ozymandias says, should they retire Eli Manning's jersey while he's still playing? Yes. Good idea.
I definitely do not think they should be retiring Eli Manning's jersey. They hand it off to Corey Ivy. Ivy breaks.
Ivory.
What'd I say?
Ivy.
Corey. Yeah. They're just words. Yeah. They don't control us. Ivory with about a 7-yard gain on that's going to bring up 3rd down and actually 6-yard gain, 3rd down and 4.
Guy, the OR is silent.
Ivory. Ivory.
So Danny says he'll promote us in Myrtle Beach. We appreciate that, Danny. Yeah, definitely. For those of you guys that don't know, go check out our website. I'll talk about it here in a little bit. I'm wearing one of our hats. You can wear it if you want as well.
Derek Anderson in the gun here on 3rd down and 4. Hoping to get into field goal range here. They need this 1st down. Bringing in the pressure. They throw over the middle. Pass is completed. 1st down and more. That was a completed pass to Jones. It was a gain of about, 19 on that?
19 or so, yeah. And he gets out of bounds, so it's going to stop the clock as well.
Just a simple crossing route there. Looked underneath. Jones makes the catch, beats his corner to the sideline, turns it upfield, and gains maybe about 16 on
Jorge
that.
asks, how does he still have a job? Anderson, in reference to Anderson, after he should have been done in Arizona.
This team was pulling at straws, looking for somebody sitting on the couch that they could just throw at a quarterback that was familiar with their offense.
And we're going to see a timeout called here by Buffalo, by the way.
And Derek Anderson kind of fit the mold. He's not by any means the answer here in Buffalo. He is a stopgap fill-in until they get Josh Allen back.
And James actually brings up a good point. Anderson did do okay in Carolina when he filled in for Cam Newton.
And again, it was a similar offensive scheme. I think that's why they went to Anderson to pick him up. This is before Norv Turner went down to Carolina, which I think is a big part of the reason, and I said this going into the year, Carolina's having the success that they're having on offense. It's a lot to Norv Turner.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the genius that he is. We have, let's see,
It's about 2 minutes and 19 seconds left right now.
Yeah, just short of the 2-minute warning.
So you're going to see the 2-minute warning come up here. We'll see if they get a playoff here and what they wind up doing here.
First and 10 here from about the 33-yard line. Anderson in the gun. He's got McCoy to his right. He's got 4 wide. He's looking in the backfield. Throws out to McCoy for about a gain of 2. It's going to take it down to the 31-yard line.
I think you're going to see it them just they're not going to run another play. You're going to see it take it down to the 2-minute warning here. Yeah. So you'll see 2nd and 8 from the New England 31 here, driving down pretty well so far. And
we are at the 2-minute warning officially.
Tim Dong says Flacco has some good comebacks, adding to the hype surrounding the Ravens, and is an 11-year quarterback. Yet he says yesterday, ESPN First Take host Max Kellerman jumped in saying Ravens fans should be excited about Flacco. And listen, we said it on our show. We continue to say it. He has been doing well. Look, he's had some hiccups. We know that. Joe Flacco is, and I'll piss some people off with this statement, Joe Flacco is not an elite quarterback and never will be. Joe Flacco is a competent quarterback.
But see, that's the thing, is as everybody wants a Tom Brady, everybody wants an Aaron Rodgers, everybody wants a Peyton Manning, a Drew Brees, everybody wants that type of what you would classify as an elite quarterback. But I just went down a list. There's four quarterbacks in the NFL. Well, add Patrick Mahomes to that if you want to add him to him. There's 5 quarterbacks out of 32 teams that you could really put in a class of elite.
Yeah.
Joe Flacco is a good quarterback, and Joe Flacco can win you a Super Bowl. He's done it in the past.
And he can get you to the playoffs, too. Let's not forget that.
And
how many years has he gotten to the playoffs?
He plays his best football when it matters the most. He plays great against the Steelers, against the Patriots, and he plays great in the playoffs. He is the winningest quarterback in playoff history.
Yeah, absolutely.
On the road. So, I mean, not
to throw anything out there, but he has a better playoff road history than Tom Brady.
Right.
And that's hard to do.
Yeah. I mean, including the fact that most of that is because Tom Brady ends up playing at home.
Yeah, exactly.
Games.
But so speaking of Tom Brady, Shinshika Joe says they may retire the number 12, although altogether when Brady retires. I absolutely agree. I think I don't think you'll ever see anybody in New England wear the number 12 again. Period.
Fortress says, is Chad Kelly done in the NFL? I can't answer that question for you, but he needs to see an eye doctor. Did you see the eyes in that picture? He was like
James
shooting birds and hunting squirrels at the same time.
James says maybe he could hang out with Johnny Manziel in the CFL.
I don't know. He needs to go to an eye doctor for sure. I don't even know how do they make glasses? Like the glasses sit like this on his face?
Exactly.
Like, I thought that picture was like photoshopped or something, but what the?
So, Tim Dong Sun chimes in and says Kelly is done. Hector says, yeah, Terry Bradshaw, you've touched on that before.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. I think ultimately it's going to come down to when does Tom retire. Anderson's going to dump it off to gain about 1. Who was that to? You can see who it was to there.
That was his fullback, DeMarco. Yeah, so it's going to bring up 3rd down here. You'd really like to see the Bills get in the end zone here for the Bills' sake. They need it.
Absolutely.
I mean, down 9. Look, this is a win. You held the
New England's going to take a timeout, by the way.
Yeah, New England's going to try to get one more drive out of this. If they can come up with a big stop here, they'll have time to make one more drive. But if you don't, if as the Bills, if you hold the Patriots to 9 points in the first half, 3 field goals, that's a win defensively for this team.
Absolutely, especially for this team against the Pats, when everybody expected, including us, expected this to be a blowout game.
Absolutely.
I had it 35-17. You had it 33 or 31-13, I think.
Right.
So this is definitely not the game that any of us expected here.
Hey guys, we have almost 90 of you in here right now. We've only got 24 thumbs up on the post. Make sure while you're here, while we're still under timeout, hit that thumbs up, man. That really helps us. It means a lot to us. I know most of you in here in the feed have done it, but we got 60 of you out there that haven't. Hit that thumbs up for us. We'd really appreciate it.
All right, so you're going to see Anderson
in the gun here with 3 wide receivers, 3rd down and 8. Hands the ball off to McCoy, and didn't catch anybody off guard. Gained about 2 yards on that one. Patriots call timeout yet again. There's 1 minute and 42 seconds left. That's going to set up a field goal here for Buffalo. So Buffalo looking to get on the scoreboard for the first time tonight.
Yeah, Chung was not fooled by that by any means. He immediately jumped on McCoy. He knew it was coming. He jumped it in there and was able to stop him before he got too far. So they put 2 seconds back on the clock. So we got 1 minute 44. You're going to see Steven Hauschka come out, name well known to many NFL fans. Hauschka has hit some decent field goals.
Another journeyman style kicker in the NFL. He's kind of been around a little bit.
It's gonna be a 47-yarder here if he can hit this. We'll see what happens, and it's going to leave probably about 1 minute and 40 seconds left on the clock for Tom Brady. And
I'm putting my money on Hauschka to make this.
Yeah, I know. Me too. 100%. Hauschka up, right down the middle.
Kick is good.
Hauschka makes it. So Tim says, everyone reach out to your friends and tell them about Birdland BS. That is right, Tim.
We appreciate that, Tim.
Tell everybody.
Tim Dong, man. You the man. We appreciate that, brother.
Hector says, come on, guys. Hit the thumbs up one time. I appreciate it. Absolutely.
It's all it takes. 2 seconds. Hit that thumbs up. We got, 30 of you now. There's 92 of you guys in here.
93.
Wow.
I got 93 now.
93. We got 93. You got 94. 94.
Guys, we have fun with this. This is our Monday night. We like just having fun. We like the back and forth with you guys. So we appreciate that. Mac Attacks gave us the thumbs up and the
cool shades.
Yeah,
the cool shades.
Absolutely, we appreciate that, man.
When did he leave Seattle? I think that was this year. I think this is his first year in Buffalo, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to get back to you.
I think you're right on that here. So you're going to see Hauschka kick it here. Let's see how far he can pin back the Pats on their side of the field. You can't give Tom Brady too much room. As we know, Tom can absolutely destroy an offense in the last few minutes of a game.
Patriots receive the ball at the 5-yard line. They take it upfield. It's Cordell Patterson. He gets out to the 20, makes one guy miss, gets down to about the 25-yard line. That leaves 1 minute and 33 seconds with no timeouts for Tom Brady and the Patriots to try to score again before the end of the first half here.
Shanshika actually Martin says hit the thumbs up while you watch.
Yeah, appreciate it. I just met you and I already subscribed. Appreciate that, Shashinka Joe. Dr. Who's That to the 2 thumbs up. We appreciate that as well.
Old face, new place, says Hector.
Slimmy Shack says we reached 206 subs. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. We've been watching this. We appreciate you guys. Everybody that's watching.
Appreciate that, Slimmy.
And at the at halftime, we're going to
Slimmy or Slimy? I guess you can't tell me that, right?
Slime Y Snack, I'm guessing. Slimy Snack, maybe?
Slimy Snack?
So he's going to hit... Tom Brady's going to hit Edelman for a throw over the middle about the 45. It looks like he's going to get everybody up. No huddle. They're going to go no huddle here. Brady's going to be in the shotgun. Let's see what he does. He's going to look over the middle. He's got 4 wide. He's going to hit... It looks like he's going to hit Gordon over to the center there.
Just down to about a minute left to go here. 59 seconds left. No huddle as they get up on the line. There's a timeout on the field. Looks like Buffalo. Or no.
The
clock stopped there for a second. 2nd and 1, typical New England type thing. And on the 45-yard line, looking down the middle of the field, he's got the pass completed to Rob Gronkowski down to about the 36-yard line. So definitely in field goal range, at least with 40 seconds left, as Brady and the offensive line kind of make their play call.
1st and 10 here with 30 seconds left on the clock.
Brady over the middle, dumps it off to James White. James White gets down to about the 32-yard line with 23 seconds left to go. Looks like Brady's just going to get up on the line, spike the ball, and then they're going to bring out Gostkowski for a 4th field goal attempt.
15 seconds left on the clock here.
Well, actually, no. That brings up 2nd down. They may take one shot down here with 15 seconds left to go to try to get the ball in the end zone and then bring out Gostkowski. It's 3rd down and 6.
So Macatek says you're all right. Forget what the neighbor says.
Got 106 of you guys in here watching, man. We really appreciate that. While you're here, again, hit that thumbs up. Takes 2 seconds. We appreciate it.
Fortress says, did you know that wide receivers have scored more passing TDs than Bills QBs?
Chester says, what about them Saints? Who dat? Yeah, they're playing well, man. Playing really good. Tom Brady throws over to the left. Incomplete. Throws it just outside of the outreached Gronkowski there. That leaves 10 seconds left. 4th and 6. Gostkowski comes in for a 4th field goal attempt.
So it's Slimy, by the way. Slimy Snack. And he says Mr. Timms is a friend, and he emailed him and said that we rock. So we appreciate that, Mr. Timms, for reaching out to your friends and pointing them in our direction. Martin says 95. Danny says 100 guys. Myrtle Beach, gonna rock you. We appreciate that, man.
Brad, appreciate the love, man. The hat, you can pick up the gear on our website, birdlandbs.com. And Gostkowski with the kick is up, and it's no good. Wide right. There's a 50-yard attempt here. Leaves about 5 seconds left, but there's a flag down. See what the call is. Holding on the defense. Oh, no, wait a minute. Holding on the offense. I think he pointed in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Holding on the kicking team. Buffalo declines and will take over with 5 seconds left to go here in the end of the first. I imagine they'll probably just come out, take a knee, and go into halftime down by 6. That's, like I said, that's a win for Buffalo.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You have to be happy with that. And so Brad says he loves the hat. Yeah, so you guys are seeing the back of the hat. There's the front of the hat. That is our Birdland BS logo. We appreciate you guys tuning in. You can see the logo up here in the top right-hand corner. Be sure to check us out on all of our social media websites. Anderson is just going to kneel down and take it in for the half. So great first half as far as defense for Buffalo.
Yeah.
Being able to stop Tom Brady and the Patriots from actually scoring. And Tom's not even going to the locker room. He's actually sitting there looking at the surface before he goes into the locker room.
John says Pat's offense rolls in the second half when they don't win the toss at the start. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's historically what happens with the Patriots. But nonetheless, this is a struggling Buffalo team.
Absolutely.
They've struggled offensively and they've struggled defensively. Again, to hold the Patriots and their high-flying offense to 9 points, 3 field goals, that's a win for Buffalo.
So Mr. Tim Dong has been emailing people saying that we rock. Cruz TD chimes in. He's in the house. We got 117
appreciate
viewers.
That, Mr. Timms.
That's
Timms awesome, man.
We appreciate that, guys. Brad Laps is asking where you can buy this hat. This hat specifically, if you reach out to myself or Fred at Birdland BS or at Fred BLBS at Scott BLBS, we can get you the site. We actually just switched over. This came from our old vendor, which was Squad Locker. Now we are with Spreadsheet, who is on our website. You can check us out, www.birdlandbs.com. Check out the gear page. We got tons of stuff. We got shirts, we've got hats, we've got mugs, we've got bottles, we got kids gear. You name it, it's on there. Duffel bags.
You're turning this into like a QVC ad. What the hell is wrong with you? I hit the wrong button. You're turning it into...
Hey, when the people ask, I give the people what they want. You people ask.
If you act now, we'll throw in a sham wow.
So speaking of acting now, last episode we said if we hit 30 likes, we would give away a little package, a little small package, and you wound up at the end throwing in a T-shirt to get it.
Yeah.
So we have to announce our winner at halftime here.
Yeah. So what we did is we put everybody that liked the post and everybody that was in the live feed that we could find through all the comments and everything on our last feed, and we put everybody's name in a hat. And we're happy to say that the winner is here again tonight.
Absolutely, man. He's been chiming in all night.
He's been chiming in all night. You want to make the call?
It's Hector Torres,
Hector.
Man. You got it. So we're gonna reach out to you. It'll be Fred or myself from our Twitter page, or I'm sorry, from our YouTube page, and we'll be reaching out to you and getting all your information so that we can send that to you. It'll be a shirt. It'll be a magnet and a sticker. So we appreciate all that you guys are doing. And I tell you what, we got 122 people tonight, Fred.
Appreciate it, man.
122 people watching. If we can hit, right now we are at 40 thumbs up.
Tim, you are the M&F'er man. Going out there and sending emails, sending text messages, getting all your friends to sub. You are the man, my friend.
If we hit, I'll call it right now. I'll give it. I want at least, we got to hit 50%. If we hit 60 likes on this video, I'll do it again. I'll give it away again.
We're giving away everything. Everything must go.
You get a package. You get a package.
Like Oprah in this bitch.
Exactly.
Hector, send us a message. Can you send messages on YouTube?
I
don't know. If you can't send us on YouTube, find us on Facebook, find us on Twitter at Birdland BS. It's not hard. Google search Birdland BS and you'll find us everywhere you need to find us. Send us a message somewhere, Hector, so we can get your information, send you out the little Birdland BS shirt and some stickers and some magnets, a little Birdland BS gift package.
Dude,
man.
Danny just chimed in and said they're watching us at Buffalo Wild Wings.
That's
in Myrtle
fucking
Beach.
awesome.
That is awesome. Thank you guys. We appreciate it.
I'm sorry if you've got any little kids out there dropping the F-bomb. I'm just excited, man. We got almost 120 of you guys in there watching us. This is our third go at this stream.
This is fun, man. We have fun.
I have a lot of fun doing it, but I'm such an amateur at doing this. You know, I feel like I'm getting caught up in all the comments, and I'm not following the game like I should. But look, I'm just loving life and having fun with y'all.
So, Nanny Deborah chimes in.
Brad,
says we rock.
You want to win a beer? Where are you at, my friend? Where are you located? We'll meet up. I'll buy you a beer.
You gotta be
I don't
local,
need to
though.
win it. You gotta. Yeah, that's what I say. You gotta be local. We're Baltimore. We're Baltimore. So if you're not from Baltimore, if you're ever in Baltimore, you hit us up. You let us know. We'll meet up with you. Beer's on me, my friend.
Hector asks if we have an Instagram. Yes, we do have an Instagram at Birdland
BS.
Fred controls that, so you hit Fred up. Fred will get with you on that. That is not a problem at all. And let's see. So everybody's chiming in. Everybody loves this. Sam Wisniewski chimes in. He says, if Bills upset the Patriots have problems.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. I mean, this is a game that I don't think anybody expected the Bills to be in. But here we are at the end of the first half. It's a one-possession game, 9-3.
Yeah, absolutely. And Mike chimes in. He says, dudes, awesome show. We appreciate that, Mike. John chimes in and said, hey, that should be mine. I was your 30th like.
Smalls, beer's on you. Come to Canada. I need to make that happen, my friend. I just got my passport like a couple years ago. I've never been up to Canada, so that's something that I may hit you up. I may take you up on that, my friend.
So Mike actually says he's an O's fan. He can't believe.
What?
Wait, hold on. Let me rephrase that. I read it wrong. He said, "I can't believe I found O's fans." Mike, you have to tell us if that means you're an O's fan, or you can't believe that there's actually O's fans that exist after this year. Because
you're talking to a couple of diehards here. Again, for you guys that are just tuning in or haven't been listening, we're Birdland BS. We're a local Baltimore sports podcast first and foremost. We talk everything Baltimore sports. I mean, we mainly talk Ravens and Orioles, obviously, because they're the hot topics in Baltimore. But we do cover Maryland football. We even get into Towson football now with Tom Flacco taking over the reins there.
Yeah.
But we talk a little bit about the Capitals with the Wizards, even though they're D.C., and I know that's kind of...
And nothing's off limits with the 2-minute warning.
Nothing's off limits with the 2-minute warning. We get into all the popular news in the 2-minute warning. So we do that every Tuesday night at 8:45 on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter live. But you can always catch the recorded session afterwards. Or if you want to listen to the audio podcast, which is the same podcast, just in an audio format, find us on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, any of your favorite podcast platforms, we're on it.
Yeah, so Mike says he's a longtime O's fan. I think we got to show Mike how dedicated of O's fans and all the fans out there of how dedicated of O's fans we are. We actually have...
You're going to make me get undressed. What is wrong with you?
We're two men. You undressed, Fred. Come on.
Oh, this escalated quickly. Watch our followers go, pew!
Yeah, right.
Downhill, my friends.
Maybe it'll go up. I don't know. We are... I've got ink on my right arm. Fred's got ink on his arm as well. We're diehard O's fans. We grew up in an era where there's Fred's there.
I don't know if you guys can see that or not.
He's got the O's and the Ravens. Yeah, I don't know if I can get mine up in there either.
I don't know if I can.
Let's see if we can get it in there.
I'm too fat to stand up right now, man. Drinking all the soda.
Yeah, no. So we grew up during the we'll call it the we don't speak of that era of Orioles baseball because we're about to head back there again. It feels like. Where the 15 losing seasons. So yeah, we are huge. James says he enjoys listening to us as always. James, we appreciate that. He says over the Bush halftime show. We appreciate that. Mike says he's going to save the post. We appreciate that.
Appreciate it, man.
Tim Buck says, Father Time waits for no man except for Tom Brady.
Real quick, I'm going to say it again. I know you guys are probably tired of hearing this. We got over 120 of you watching right now. We've got 48 likes. Hit that thumbs up. It's halftime. You got nothing better to do. Grab a drink, hit the like, sit back, relax, chime in with us, and have some fun, man.
Absolutely.
Any comments, any questions, things that you have, now's the time to ask. We have halftime to say whatever we need to say or talk about whatever we need to talk about.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have Small says if you're near Calgary, he's buying. We rock. We're not near Calgary. We're in Baltimore.
We are far from Calgary.
If you are ever in Baltimore, or if we are ever in Canada, we will reach out to you. We will be more than happy to do that with you. We love hanging out with our fans. Brad says, "What's in the glass?" That would be our friend.
Yeah.
Mr. Tin Cup, and it is amazing stuff. This stuff, if you've never had it, it's out of Colorado. It's actually brewed with Colorado spring water. If you're a whiskey drinker, probably some of the smoothest whiskey. We dull it down a little bit just with the Coke, just so that we can stay a little bit sober for the show.
Jaggio says, "Is this live stream foo-foo?" I don't know what that means. What is foo-foo? You know what the hell he means?
Yeah, I don't know what foo-foo means. Unless it means effed up, which I'm gonna go with no. I'm not sure. So Brad says he's an Oakland Raiders fan. Brad, you're really struggling as an Oakland Raiders fan. I mean, they're just kind of dealing everybody away.
What's your feelings on what's going on there? I mean, the John Gruden era, you guys are doing it looks like a yard sale, fire sale of every player that you have. You got rid of your best defensive player, probably one of the top 5 defensive players in the NFL, to the Oakland Raiders. I mean, granted, I get it. You guys have 3 first-round draft picks going into next year, but you and I both know no draft pick, first round, second round, third round, doesn't matter, is guaranteed. So absolutely. What's your feelings and what's your take on what's going on there in Oakland, man? I'd like to hear.
Yeah, absolutely. Tim says sip the drink. It tokes better. Yeah, we know. We just
absolutely.
Our mouths get parched, and it's all that we have because we're talking for 3 hours. So we try. Brad chimes in. He says he loves 151 rum. Good stuff.
Yeah, very good stuff.
And a bud, apparently. So that's good stuff. So Shishika Joe says, what do you think will give LA their first, or who do you think will give LA their first loss?
Let me get back to you on that. I'm pulling it up now because I want to look at the rest of their schedule. I don't know their schedule by my heart, but I'm pulling it up right now, and I will tell you.
Smalls says his grandma could coach the Raiders better.
Actually, honestly, I think next week's going to be the biggest spot for the Rams to lose. This coming week,
Saints game.
They've got the Saints, and the Saints are at home. I think that if anybody can pull it off, the Saints are playing really, really well right now. They're a very unpredictable team. Taysom Hill is a serious weapon for them, and he continues to get more involved and continues to get better week in and week out. Just looking over their schedule right now, you've got the Saints, and you're at home later in the year at Week 14 against the Eagles. But that's it, man. They've got well, they do have the Chiefs. My fault. They do have the Chiefs in 3 weeks, but the Rams are at home for that one. I think the Saints present the biggest challenge.
Dennis chimes in and says he thinks the Chiefs will give them the biggest.
Yeah, I mean, look, run. The Chiefs. There's no doubt the Chiefs have one of the most high-flying offenses in the NFL right now. The Rams are just a much better overall team. They've got a great offense. They've got, probably the best running back. He is. There's no debate. He is the best running back in the NFL right now,
absolutely.
Todd Gurley.
Yeah, absolutely. No doubt.
And you've got a really good, solid defense. They're just a better fundamental team. So that game with the Chiefs, yes, it'll be a shootout, but I think the Rams win that game. I think the Saints are a better overall team. And you've got a veteran in Drew Brees versus the rookie in Patrick Mahomes. Not trying to sell Patrick Mahomes short, because Patrick Mahomes is doing ungodly things, incredible things. Just my opinion, though. Just my take.
Yeah, and Thurman Thomas getting his number retired. Chris Berman giving the introduction speech for him during halftime here. A little bit longer halftime, I'm sure, than usual. Sam chimes in and says he's a Bucs fan and they're starting Fitzmagic this week.
I think that's the right call.
It is the right call. You can't not start him as well as he started the year, yeah, he's going to have some hiccups. But that's the problem with some of these guys. You know, they hit a hiccup. I'm waiting for the first time that Mahomes hits a hiccup and KC fans start calling for somebody else.
Yeah.
And that's not the way you got to. Guys are going to have hiccups along the way. You got to just kind of deal with it and let's go.
Hector says, what about Kareem Hunt? No, that's what I'm saying. Their offense is dynamic. The Chiefs' offense all around is dynamic. I mean, they've got probably the best tight end in the game right now. I don't think Gronkowski, as good as he is, I think Kelsey has kind of supplanted him now. And that's only because I feel like Gronkowski just doesn't care as much as he once did. It's just my opinion, but I think you got the best tight end. You've got a very good running back in Kareem Hunt. Tyreek Hill, although he's a little banged up right now, I think with a groin injury, he's a dynamic wide receiver with his speed. There's not anybody in the league that could keep up with him. But defensively, they worry me.
Yeah, so your handle is Patriots, Celtics, Red Sox, Bruins fan. Obviously, you are from Boston.
Yeah.
But he says that he thinks the Chiefs are really going to have a better chance. He thinks the Saints are going to lose. Look, the only
What's
reason,
up, NFL Records? We see you.
Yeah. The only reason I think that the Saints actually have a better chance than the Chiefs is watching. We just got the pleasure or displeasure, however you want to look at it, of watching the Ravens kind of get manhandled by Drew Brees and that Saints offense. That high-tempo offense is unlike anything that the Rams have really seen. And that high-tempo offense is going to be what I think actually kills them and brings them down.
Jaggio says, y'all sleeping on the Redskins, shaking my head. Look, I'll give the Redskins credit. At 5-2, they're playing good football. Adrian Peterson's kind of been resurrected from the dead. But how long does that last? How long can his legs withstand that kind of carry?
Yeah,
to carry a team. He's carrying the ball almost 30 times a game. He's not the young back that he once was. Not trying to sell him short because he's still a productive back, but how long can that last? I think it's kind of a weak division. Philadelphia has not played as well as everybody expected them to play, but Carson Wentz in that offense is starting to get going right now. And knowing the Eagles and how they make moves, I would not be surprised if Le'Veon Bell ends up in Philadelphia before the trade deadline, and that puts them over the top, having that dynamic running back.
Yeah, absolutely. Random guy chimes in. He says he's a Dallas fan. He just subscribed. We appreciate that.
Oh man, you're probably gonna hit unsubscribe now that I just went on a rant about the Eagles, right? Being a Cowboys fan, but appreciate the sub, man.
Hector said that Kareem also is returning kicks, which is absolutely right. And Patriots, Celtics, Red Sox, Bruins fan says the Redskins do have a good safety, absolutely. And so with kickoff, we're gonna see the Bills going to get out to about the 35, 36-yard line here.
There's a flag on the field, though.
Yeah, it will be. This may be a little bit of an unnecessary roughness penalty here.
Shashinka Joe, Redskins taking advantage of a battered NFC East. Exactly right. Dennis, exactly what I was saying. Chiefs' defense is suspect. Yes, they're a great offensive team, but you better be able to outscore every one of your opponents because your defense is suspect.
And NFL Records brings up a good one. The Saints beat the Vikings 30-20. So yeah, I mean the Saints are really getting up there. He said he's scared the Saints play the Rams, and he's absolutely right. That's exactly what.
Random. We're from Baltimore. We're a Baltimore-based sports podcast, so we're Ravens fans at heart, but NFL fans in general, man.
And Patriots, Celtics, Red Sox, Bruins fans just said it's a pretty good channel. He subscribed. We appreciate that, man. Anderson's going to hand the ball off to McCoy. McCoy's going to get about a 3-yard gain. Let's see where they spot the ball. Maybe a 3.5-yard gain, depending on where the spot comes in.
Rivers will destroy that Kansas City defense in the rematch. Yeah, I mean Rivers in that offense has played well this year. They were my sleeper pick to get to the AFC Championship this year. I think Rivers and that offense and defensively, honestly, they're a really good team. They got a lot of good pass rushers there in San Diego. Well, Los Angeles.
Anderson's going to line up under center. He's going to hand the ball off to McCoy again. McCoy's going to bounce out to his left and get about 2, maybe 3 yards on the play. So it looks like you're going to see potentially a third and let's see, it'd be about third and 33.
Cesar says, do you think the Colts can come back and win their division? Honestly, I don't. I think that the Texans are just now starting to hit their stride. They've won some games they probably shouldn't have, and they're getting better with each game. I think the Texans end up winning that division.
Yeah, go ask who thinks the Bills can pull off an upset, and Michael Joe responded. It sounds like he's a Bills fan. He thinks the Bills can pull it off and make it happen. Anderson's going to dump off a pass to McCoy after drop back. McCoy's going to get a big gain here. Looks like it's going to be about an 18-yard gain.
McCoy holding that ball out like a loaf of bread, man. All somebody had to do was reach out and smack it out of his hand.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was terrible ball protection. John says, Rams have played nobodies this year except the Packers and Chargers, and when they play a team with an offense like last week, they will have their first loss. I mean, John, you play who's on your schedule and you play them in the order that they come. Yes, they've played the Packers and the Chargers, and the Packers played a good game against them. But at the end of the day, man, you're in the NFL and you're 8-0. There's no other team in the NFL right now that can say they're 8-0 other than the Rams.
Yeah, no.
So
we're gonna get a personal foul here on the Bills. It looks like it's gonna be a unnecessary roughness penalty.
NFL Records says, do you have a college team? Mine is LSU. Go Tigers. Okay, so for me, we're both Terp fans because we're from Maryland. I grew up and raised here, so obviously I'm a Terp fan. But I have roots from Ohio. My father's from Columbus, Ohio, so I actually grew up rooting for Ohio State, so I've always been a Buckeye fan.
And my roots are in Florida, Central Florida, but not where you think. I'm not an FSU fan. I'm actually, that's right, Gainesville and a Gators fan. Always have been, always will be. I followed, in basketball, guys like Joakim Noah before he even, went into the NBA. Torian Green was another big guy that I followed. So I'm a huge Gators fan.
Sam says you guys should be the NFL commentators on ESPN. We appreciate that, man. That's high praise.
Yeah, man. We got 124 of you guys. We got 54 likes. Remember, if I said we have to hit 60, and I'll give away another Birdland package.
Anderson goes deep. He's got
Benjamin. Got his man Benjamin, who's going to be at about the 39-yard line here.
Patriots asking for a flag. Patriots asking for an offensive pass interference, like a push-off. No flag thrown. Big catch there by Kelvin Benjamin as he came back to the ball, used his body to kind of shield himself away from the corner, and made a big catch there for a huge gain.
Yeah, he put his hand on the corner's shoulder there, but it wasn't enough for a penalty. Good no call there by the referees for that play. Great move.
Vincent says he has 11,000 yards. He knows how to hold the ball. Well, if you'd have watched that play, I mean, he was holding the ball out there like a loaf of bread.
Yeah, no. They're going to do the
he's doing it
again. And,
I thought
he's
fumbled.
He's going to get a loss. I thought he fumbled it. Actually
his hand warmer came off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, no reason to take an offense to it, man. When you hold the ball out here from your body as a running back, tuck that damn ball away and run with it.
Caesar asks where you can go to like us. Obviously, you can like our page. You can subscribe. Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Just search Birdland BS. You'll be able to find us. We are on all those platforms. We are mainly a Birdland and Baltimore sports podcast every Tuesday night at 8:45. We'll be going live tomorrow. So make sure you like and subscribe on all those platforms.
Anderson in the gun here from the 44-yard line. Runs the play clock right down to the last second there. Passes over the middle to Ivory. Ball bounces off of his hands. Incomplete pass. Made sure I pronounced that one that time.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Shinshika Joe, I said no flag. That's like, it was no flag on that play on the deep pass from Anderson, but it shouldn't have been. It really shouldn't have been at all.
Vincent, you're right. He has always been doing that, and that's always been a knock of mine on him. It's
NFL records.
Terrible ball carry.
NFL records ask how much time. We got 11:31 left on the clock in the third quarter right now. Great play.
Anderson in the gun here now from the 44-yard line. He's got Ivory in the backfield with him. Trips left. Down to the last second again on the play clock. Looking to his right, throwing down off the top, off of his hands, but it looks like there's a flag. Might have been holding.
Looks like the Patriots are going to say it's against the Bills. It might be a Benjamin.
Yeah, with a push-off.
Offensive pass interference here. Let's see. They're showing the replay now. Benjamin's going to do... I don't know that I saw anything there.
A little bit of incidental contact, but nothing.
Little stiff.
He extended the arm.
He extended the arm a little bit more.
They showed the replay. Benjamin had his hand up on the shoulder pad of the defender and extended his arm out just enough to get the flag there from the ref. So it's going to bring up 4th down and 15, and Borquez there for the punt. Well, there's a flag. May have been false start. Yeah, it looks like false start on the offense. Going to be a 5-yard penalty against Buffalo.
Iago says Peterman is greater than Brady. I hope he's joking.
Packers, Lions, Vikings, or Bears? Who takes that division? I'm going with the Packers on that one. Yeah. I think that the Vikings have underperformed. I still think it'll be the Packers and the Vikings at the end fighting for that division. The Bears have overperformed in my take. Lions, I don't think stand a shot in that division, but I think the Packers went away. I got Shady tonight averaging about 2 yards a carry. Yeah, that's about right.
Yes. So Tim chimes in. He says he's back. He was on the road. He told his friends, and his guys submitted in front of his eyes. He went 36 miles. His friend Slimy Snack kept track of it, and we are worth it. But he's pretty tired, so it sounds like he's going to head to bed. I
appreciate it, Tim. Hey, make sure you're back here next Monday.
Punt is going to be pinned down inside. Oh, nope. Edelman's going to recover it, but it looks like it's going to be on the 9-yard line. There's going to be a flag on the play.
Yeah, I think they threw every flag they could possibly find on the field on that one.
Let's see what happens.
Kirk is mediocre. No, I agree with you, Hector. Kirk has Flacco like familiarity to him in the sense that he can have these huge games and have big games and light up the stat line, and then the next thing you know, he throws up a dud or he makes a poor decision. I've never been a big Kirk Cousins fan. What happened to the Sports Fury? I don't know. Sports Fury is actually another stream that does very similar work to what we're doing. And a big part of the reason why we got into doing what we're doing, that they were kind of an inspiration to us. So we appreciate Sports Fury. So if you guys haven't subscribed to them, be sure to subscribe to them on YouTube as well. Sports Fury ain't good like this. Oh, appreciate that, Brad. Lions late fade 3 years running. Yeah, that's about the trend with the Lions. Who's Brown's next head coach? We talked about this a little bit earlier, David. There's been some rumors circling around, possibly, some ties to Oklahoma with Baker Mayfield and everything, so there could be a pool there. I don't think they'll be in a rush to do this. I think that they'll be okay with Greg Williams kind of running the ship there for a while until they figure out what they want to do. So I don't think there's a rush into making a hire right away.
I think Iago is sipping on some juice. He says Kirk is elite.
Wow. Wow. I know you're a Vikings fan, but come on now. Even you know that that's not true. He's not elite. He's a decent quarterback. He's an above-average quarterback. I will say that. But he's just got these immense bipolar moments, high and low moments. He's either really good or he's not good at all.
Yeah, no.
Cowboys taking the division for sure. Come on, Ivan. Really? The Redskins are 5-2. You guys just come on now. That's a typical Cowboy fan. I can't hate on it. Have faith in your team, my friend.
I'm back. See me. He keeps asking what our WrestleMania Roman is. If I'm gonna go WrestleMania, Jesus.
WrestleMania.
I'll go WrestleMania with Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker. Actually, Shawn Michaels. And The
I was gonna say, really, it's not a moment for me. It's more about The Undertaker as far as WrestleMania goes. I've always been a big Undertaker fan, and just his presence at WrestleMania and every match until a couple years ago when he finally lost. Like, that's always, that storyline with The Undertaker has always been it for me with WrestleMania.
Yeah, so we got
Diego's tripping. I agree.
So Ryan from our Facebook, he usually chimes in. He says, "This is the first time tuning into this. Terps handled business Saturday. Finally could throw the deep ball." Absolutely.
Yeah, it was good to see Kasim Hill finally have a big game, man. We're going to talk about that on the show tomorrow. But yeah, hey, good to see you chiming in, though. Appreciate you tuning in, Ryan.
Yeah, absolutely. Spoiled Ryan says, "Can we get some game sound?" Sorry, dude, we don't do game sound just for the simple fact of copyright infringement. We're trying to keep it real here and do our own thing.
Brady hands off to James White. James White gets back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up second down now from the 5-yard line. Again, New England still leading 9-3 here with just under 11 minutes to play in the third quarter. 2nd and 10 for the Patriots. Brady in the gun. He's got James White to his right. He's got 4 wide receivers. Takes a snap. He's standing in his own end zone. Looks to his right. Throws out to Josh Gordon. Gains about 7 yards on that.
About the 11. They're going to spot him at the 12. I thought he went out about the 11 there.
Yeah, somewhere in between the two. So it's going to be about 3rd down and 3, or long 3 or short 4.
So this is a big game for Buffalo, keeping Tom Brady and the Patriots right now 9-3 with 10 minutes left in the third quarter. It's going to be interesting to see.
I'm back. See me says, who has the better wide receiver in the NFC East?
Brady's going to pitch it off
to Cordell Patterson. Patterson loses about 1 yard or 2 there. It's going to bring up 4th down. Who has the best wide receiver in the NFC East? Is that what your question was? Where'd it go? Did I miss it? Yeah, in the NFC East. I still think Odell Beckham's the best wide receiver in the NFC East. He's just got a shit quarterback and Eli Manning throwing him the ball. And again, he's a bit of a head case in my opinion. But
James chimes in about the game. He says Gronk doesn't look himself tonight. I think Gronk is still fighting with that back injury and the back spasms. So it looks like the Patriots are going to have 4th and 4 with 9.5 minutes left. They're going to be Allen's going to be punting out of his own end zone. He's going to be back about 6 yards deep in the end zone. He's going to punt it out.
It's a good punt.
Good punt to about the 35.
Big return here. Cross midfield, down to the 40.
35. Down to the 35.
No flags on the play. A big return there for Buffalo as they get down to the 35-yard line in good field position for Derek Anderson and the Bills.
So Slimy Snack says Mr. Tim got him turned on to us, and he's not going to go to bed until this is over. We appreciate that.
Man, we appreciate that, Slimy. Yeah, appreciate everything you and Tim have done tonight, man. Really do.
Yeah, Yago said he's just as surprised as we are. This isn't a blowout game. The Bills are really keeping their composure against a tough New England team.
Country 83, Bills defense has certainly shown up. Wish we had offense. I'm right there with you, man. Like I said, to be able to hold New England to 9 points through 2.5 quarters of play is a pretty impressive feat. Got to get in the end zone, though, at some point if you expect to beat this team.
Anderson's going to line up under center. He's got 2 wide out to his right.
And fumbles the snap, but he picks it back up.
Pressure. He's feeling the pressure. He's going to get it off, and he is incomplete to LaShawn McCoy. McCoy was trying to catch the ball at the line of scrimmage. He wound up being incomplete.
Everything about that play made Derek Anderson look old.
Oh, yeah, he did.
God, he looked like – it looked painful. You know, for us older folk out there, you know, when you bend over in the morning, I was like, oh. That's what it looked like for him, bending over and picking up this football, able to somehow get the ball off.
And you know, part of that play is Thomas had to jump around Anderson picking up that ball. Thomas, the tight end, jumping around the ball to pick up the block there. So it's going to be really interesting to see, you know, where this winds up playing out. LaShawn McCoy hands off to LaShawn McCoy, and he's stopped again for a loss of 3 yards. So now we're seeing New England kind of step up the defense here, make some adjustments after the first half, and really going after LaShawn McCoy, really going after this running game.
Hector says, do you guys know the over-under? Over-under on this game was 44. We're a long ways from it at 9-3.
Andrew Buffalo McLaren said, no one believed me in school when he said they have a chance. The Patriots are not playing their best football right now, and they are giving Buffalo a real chance right now on the 38-yard line. So we're
third down at 13. Got to get at least 6 or 7 on here. Oh, and wow, what a catch by Benjamin. Not for much of a gain there. It was only a 4 or 5 yard gain, but that might be the difference in a field goal here or not. Big catch there by Benjamin as the ball was thrown out of his reach. He somehow tipped it back to himself one-handed to make the catch. Browns fan here. NFL, you're welcome for drafting Anderson. Actually, Andrew, I'm pretty sure he started his career with the Ravens before he went to the Browns, if I'm not mistaken. He was here for at least a year or two before he went to Cleveland. I think he was like a late late round. He was either a 6th or 7th round pick, or may have even been an undrafted guy that we picked up. But I'm pretty sure he was here in Baltimore before Cleveland.
I'm taking a look at it now. It looks like
181 of you guys in the chat, man. Really appreciate it. While you're here, please hit the thumbs up. 180 of you guys in here. We got 59 likes on the post. Hit the thumbs up for us, man. We really appreciate it.
And absolutely, you're right, Fred. He was claimed the 6th round by the Ravens in the 2005 draft, 213th overall. He was waived on September 20th and picked up off of waivers by the Browns that same year. So spot on with your assessment there, Fred.
Fluid says drafted 39th by 2005 Browns. No, that's wrong, Fluid. Sorry, I don't know where you got your stat from. Shashinka Joe, good job, by the way, guys. Appreciate that. Watch the results be Bills 20-12. I think I would surprise just about everybody if that's it.
Mike calls us out. We got 60 likes now.
Appreciate
62 likes now. So I will keep my promise. We will give out. You got to watch next week, or
appreciate that, Andrew.
Look out for us to do a post. I'm actually
Uncle Cracker, rough Orioles season, eh?
Yeah, we'll talk about that tomorrow.
I don't want to talk about that right now.
We'll talk about that tomorrow on our show.
Yes, it's been a rough season.
Tune in on this channel tomorrow. We'll be doing our normal podcast.
It's not moonshine. It's a nice cup, familiar with moonshine. But for you guys out there who haven't seen it, we are drinking Tin Cup. This episode's brought to you by Tin. Not brought to you at all. But delicious stuff. If you haven't tried it, really smooth whiskey. If you're a Jack and Coke kind of fan,
better,
much better, more expensive, much better.
And it is beautiful. We're drinking it with some Pepsi to kind of smooth it out because we are doing 3 hours of this stuff. But it's good on the rocks if you like it on the rocks.
Fluid admitted he said he was way off, just read it wrong. All right, no problem, man. I thought I was gonna say I'm a Ravens fan, so I'm pretty in depth with who we draft. So.
Tim Buck says he gave us the 60th like. We'll see.
Appreciate it, Tim.
You got to tune in. We'll either do a live shot next Monday night. It's going to depend because I'm actually going to be going on my vacation in Florida.
Yeah.
So next week. So we'll see how we're going to work that out. So we'll go from there. Coach says Jack and Pepsi. It is Tin Cup and Pepsi. So so it's good stuff. But no, we appreciate you guys. Anybody that wants to go out there, definitely reach out to us on any of our social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Just search Birdland BS. You'll find us. www.birdlandbs.com. You see this hat that I'm wearing? You can customize it with your own piece. It's got our logo on the front. If you want this specific hat, reach out to Fred or I, at FredBLBS, at ScottBLBS. We'll hook you up with the link to the site. We actually just changed over companies that we're using. But the new company on our website, you can check out all the stuff there as well. It's awesome. Kid stuff, adult stuff.
David, couldn't say it any better myself, my friend.
Yeah, Orioles are years away and coming up. Chris Davis is an anchor, absolutely. So we're going to see the Bills are going to kick it off, and it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. Huge helmet-to-helmet hit here on
Appreciate it, Travis.
Edmonds on
Pepsi bottle, Coca-Cola class, I don't give a damn. Exactly. I'm right there with you. There's nothing better than a cold Pepsi. I love Coke, don't get me wrong. I do like Coke. But there's something about a cold Pepsi.
Brady lining up under center. He's going to put Gronkowski in motion, 2 wide out to the left. He's got Gronkowski and Edelman out to the right. Edelman's going to move in motion. They're going to hand it off to Edelman. Edelman's going to get a big gain out to about the 30, I'm sorry, it looks 32. Like about the 32-yard line. So it looks like it's going to be a gain of about 7 on the play. So about 39-yard line. I'm sorry. So this is what we expect out of Brady is doing this fast-paced offense. So we'll see what winds up happening. Brady's going to go no huddle here. He's going to send 5 wide out. I'm sorry, with Edelman, Gronk, Gordon. He's going to send White in motion out to the right. He's going to get the snap, step back about 6 yards. He's looking across the center. Edelman gets the first down and some more out to about the 39. Wow, what a play here. And
Mr. Tim says, I called Cruise TD to say that I will shout you guys out on Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. We appreciate everything you guys are doing, man. Really do. That's East Coast taste buds.
Yes.
That's right, Hector. Matt says, go Bills, man. Hey. At this point in the third quarter, if you're tuned in and it's a 3-point game, it's right.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, we got 183 guys out there. Please make sure you hit that thumbs up button. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, Mark, we're a little bit behind. We're on a direct TV stream here, so we're a little bit behind. So if you're actually watching the game, it's probably not going to do you any good because we are a little bit behind. James says, let's try for 200 peeps in the chat room. Hell yeah. Let's do that. Share it, like it, whatever you got to do. Let's get there. Hey, we got 67 likes on the post. Make sure you hit the thumbs up while you're here. Make sure you're chiming in with any questions or anything you want to hear us talk about. We're obviously trying to live stream this game as much as possible. I mean, considering it's a 3-point game with 6 minutes and 18 seconds to go in the third quarter, this is a disappointing performance if you're a Patriots fan.
Huge disappointment here. You haven't seen the offense come up as you expected. They've been covering. They just showed a shot of coverage of Gordon here, and we do have to update the Bill score. Thank you, Ryan.
Appreciate that, man.
So it looks like we're going to see Gordon go in motion out to the left in the eye. Brady's going to step back. He's going to fake the handoff.
Looking over the middle.
Across the middle to Gordon. And Gordon's calling for the first down. I think this is going to be a second down.
He had to come back to get that one. I think he's about a yard or two short for that. It's all in where they spot the ball, but he had to come back to make that catch. Brady threw it in an area where nobody else could get to it other than Gordon. Gordon made a sliding catch there at about the 48, 47-yard line. So it looks like it's going to be second down and maybe a yard or two here.
Yeah, Uncle Cracker says, asked if we cover college. We do Maryland College on our regular show tomorrow, 8:45. Brady's going to drop back. He's going to hand the ball off to White. White's going to get the first down across the 50-yard line to about the 48-yard line. That's going to be first down. They're going to be on the Buffalo 48-yard line.
John, I agree with you. One of the most underrated running backs in the game is James White. Yeah, what he brings, he's kind of got that Darren Sproles kind of appeal where he's a great pass-catching running back, can get you a lot of yards in the passing game, and he's shifty like Darren Sproles, a littler guy, and he can make people miss.
All right, Brady's going to line up again. He's got 3 out, 1 out to the left, 2 out to the right. White in the backfield. He's going to hand the ball off to White. White's going to get about 2 yards on the play, and it looks like we're going to see second and about 8 from the Buffalo 46.
Carl says he gave a share on Facebook. Loving it. You're my way to enjoy the game. We appreciate that, Carl, and it's people like you why we do this. Brad we started doing this live feed.
Andrew says he's subscribed. Andrew McLaren says he's subscribed. Andrew Frey says, what's our take on Josh Gordon's career moving forward? If he can keep clean, Patriots could help turn around his career. That's my opinion.
Patriots do need any more pass catchers. They have Julian, Hogan, Gronk, Josh.
And it's going to be a deep ball to Gronk, but it's going to be over Gronk's head. Gronk is looking stiff. I think it was James that called it out earlier. Gronk does not look like himself tonight. He's not been able to run the hard routes. I mean, he's being covered by a middle linebacker right now and being covered well. He doesn't have the breakaway speed that we've seen him have before.
Yeah, ball was a little overthrown. Gronk couldn't turn around to make the catch. Patriots, look, I'm going to make this prediction here. Patriots are still in the market for a wide receiver. Denver's shopping Demaryius Thomas. I think Demaryius Thomas ends up in
Brady's going to drop back in the gun, throws over the middle, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. You had Edelman and Gordon both right there, incomplete.
Fourth down and 8.
We'll see what happens. Andrew McLaren says the Patriots don't need any more pass catchers. They have.
That's
Julian
what I was just talking about.
Okay, yeah. Trying to keep up with some of these.
Yeah.
He says Hen White.
Brady's going to get embarrassed by Rodgers if he plays like this next week. Agreed. Funny how Gordon is now towing the line in New England. He just kept playing the Browns after standing in all this bullshit. Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean,
Allen's going to be back at the 39, by the way, looking for a punt. Let's see if he gets it off cleanly here. It's going to be a low snap. He gets it off cleanly off to the right-hand side, and it's going to be fielded at about the 18-yard line with Hyde on the catch and the slide at the same time.
Buffalo's going to get the ball back here with 3 minutes and 42 seconds left in the third quarter with a chance to either tie the game at 9 or take the lead here. Pretty incredible to be saying that here in the third quarter.
Mr. Tim asked if Sony Michel is out. Yes, he is out for this game. So it's been, kind of falling on white. That's what we were just talking about. We talked about it earlier in the show. So
Gronk looks like he should be on the Raiders.
Yago says Raiders are a joke. It's true.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there with the Raiders, man. They're like I said, having a fire sale. Pats have Edelman in that role already, though. Bad move.
John says Pats play their best ball against good teams. This is absolutely true. They have I'll say a Ravens-esque mentality that sometimes they lay down a little bit too much, or they don't put the pedal to the metal as much as they should on teams that they're expected to blow out or they're expected to go well against. The Ravens, we know that all too well with teams that we expect them to blow out, and they wind up not. The only team that they've done that really against this year is, ironically, the Bills in the first game of the season.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Much respect, guys. I'm also a Maryland boy, but a huge Eagles fan. Not sure what's going on with my boys this year. I've talked about it a few times tonight. We've brought up the Eagles, man. They're
I love it. We just got somebody chiming in. Buffalo Mafia 716 says he's at the game in section. I'm assuming he says 306. I'm assuming he's in section 306. He's listening or watching our show.
That's awesome, man. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you too. Hey, look. Pay attention to the game, dude. You're down 3 points, man. You guys have a chance to win this game against the Patriots, my friend.
Exactly.
What
were you
the
saying
hell?
about the Eagles, though? I interrupted you.
No, look. See, so the Eagles, in my opinion, they're starting to get on track. Yes, they haven't performed again like everybody kind of expected them to do, especially coming off the Super Bowl. Carson Wentz is starting to get his feet back underneath of him. Didn't have the best game this week, but look, again, not having a legitimate running game there in Philadelphia hurts them. And I think they'll be in the market. Shady McCoy, for the right price tag, could be had here out of Buffalo. Le'Veon Bell,
huge
I don't
option.
think he suits up for the Steelers. And if the Steelers are smart, they're going to get something for him while they can.
Philly was originally interested in Bell,
right?
At the beginning of the year, and now I think it's more than ever with Jay Ajayi going down for the season. I think you have to step up. You have to get a guy like Le'Veon Bell or LaShawn McCoy in order to really propel your season to what you really thought it would be.
There's not too many teams in the NFL that are one player away. I feel like they are.
Anderson's going to step back. He's going to hand it off to Ivory. Ivory's going to get out to he's going to get a gain of about 13, it looks like, out to about the Buffalo 33. Buffalo has been chugging along with the running game today.
Yeah.
We've seen it out of Ivory. We've seen it out of Benjamin out of the backfield twice with some short passes.
They're a good change of pace to each other. Ivory's more of a north and south runner. LaShawn McCoy historically, obviously, has been a shifty east to west kind of runner. So they complement each other pretty well. Anderson here under center was in the I formation. Fakes the handoff to Ivory. There's pressure. He gets hit from behind. There's a flag thrown. The ball comes loose, and it looks like New England's pounced on it.
I think this is going to be
a flag.
I think it's going to be a holding call on the offense. We'll see what happens here.
If that's the case, it's going to be New England ball here.
It should be recovered by Chung there. Or Van Noy. I'm sorry. Actually, no. It looked like it might have been recovered by
Slimy going to bed, man. Hey, look, appreciate everything you've done tonight, man. Appreciate it. Have a good one. Your show more interesting than the game, Mike. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that a lot.
Don't talk to Pumpkin Mom, I'm sure, says who has the ball right now. It's questionable. Van Noy and Chung look like they had the recovery on it. It is going to be offensive holding here, and it looks like this is going to be New England ball with 2:55 left in the third here in Buffalo. And
yeah, definitely a fumble. His hand was not going forward, and New England pounced on the ball there. Patrick Chung.
Mike says sack fumble. Yes, that is going to be a sack fumble for New England. And
Brady takes over here on the 29-yard line in the gun. He's got Hogan in motion. He's got trips now to his right. He's looking across the field to his left to Gronkowski. And Gronkowski makes a hell of a catch, but we're both feet in bounds here. We'll have to see, man. That was a hell of a catch over top of a defender.
That was about a 22-yard catch somewhere around in there, and he bobbles it.
1 foot.
2 foot. That second question. The question is the second foot on the line? We need the shot up the line to really be able to tell.
Tom Brady trying to get the team back up to the line so they can snap the ball, but I don't think Buffalo is going to challenge here, man. Wait a minute. They may have thrown the flag. Yeah, it looks like Buffalo is going to challenge the ruling on the field. From the camera angles that they've shown so far, it looked like both feet were in bounds. But again, that second foot, if the toe just touches the white, he is considered out of bounds. There's the first foot, and there's the second foot. He's clean.
Yeah, there might be a little white there. I need the sideline shot. I need the sideline shot to see if his foot is actually in bound. I feel like I need to be on ESPN so I can say, give me the sideline shot at Q so I can actually talk about it. Mike says Gronk cliffhanger. He has to know. Look, dude, we got to know too. It just went to commercial because they're
unfortunately, we don't have the ability to pull up the instant replays at will. We got to see whatever they're showing on TV, and right now that's Wells Fargo.
Cruz TD and Slimy Snack says they're going to bed, but Tim Dog thanks him for helping him. Apparently, they also helped with the sharing. We appreciate it. Guys, we're up to 183 people watching this feed right now. We got 74 likes. Is all that we can see.
Make sure you hit subscribe down below. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the little bell to turn on your notifications. Make sure you're following us. We're going to do this every Monday Night Football game for the rest of the year. Probably going to do it into the playoff season as well. So we want to make sure that you guys have a place to go every Monday night if you're at work. For a lot of you who are tuning in at your jobs or whatever.
And I tell you what, I'm gonna try to make this work, Fred. I'm in Florida next week on vacation.
No, that's right. That's right. I'm not even thinking about that.
I'm going to try. We have so many people that have been following us, liking what we're doing. I'm going to try to do this from Florida. We're going to try and do this remotely.
That'd be awesome.
So we're going to see what we can do that for you guys. You guys have been giving us love all night long. Jack33 says he joined the stream. Who scored? It's 9-6 right now in favor of the Patriots. The Patriots just had Gronk catch the ball at about the 7-yard line of Buffalo, but Buffalo has challenged it. It's going to be tough to tell. I didn't get the sideline shot of whether this call is going to be upheld or not. Gronk's foot was right on the line, right close to it. We'll see what happens.
They haven't shown on TV any kind of good angles of it yet.
I think they might.
Two before they went on commercial break, and we're still on commercial, so we're waiting to see what the call is.
And guys, in case for anybody that is actually watching it, because we're doing this on DirecTV now, it is a slight bit delayed by about 20 seconds, so we apologize. But I'm getting my updates here. It looks like it's being upheld is what the call is going to be. They're coming back right now, and it is absolutely, the play stands as called. So we're going to see what happens here moving forward.
Yeah, that's amazing. The control that Gronk showed to be able to go over the defender, catch it behind the defender's head, pull it back into his body, and keep both feet in bounds. Wow.
And Brady's in under center. He's going to hand the ball off to White. White's going to get about a yard here on that play. And they showed the replay that I was calling for before we went to commercial of Gronk. And you could see a hair, literally a hair of green. And that's why Gronk is in
Jackass, would you rather have Barkley or Melvin Gordon? Barkley. Barkley is built like a brick shithouse. He can do just about everything. And he's doing it behind a crap offensive line there in New York. I'll take Barkley all day.
Yeah, absolutely.
For fantasy.
For fantasy.
Oh, I didn't look at the matchups. I thought you were just saying in general.
I think I still might have to do Barkley.
Ball thrown into the ground there by Tom Brady, trying to hit White in the flats there. He turned around at the goal line, and the ball was thrown about a yard and a half short. This has been, again, very uncharacteristic of Brady. We've seen this a few times now. I don't know if White got a little too deep there, or if he was supposed to stop and sit still. But nonetheless, an underthrown ball.
John brings up a good point. Gronk has the largest catch radius in football. Look, that's a questionable call because there's some wide receivers out there like Odell who do have a pretty deep catch radius and can catch the ball one-handed.
Brady in the gun here on 3rd and goal. He's got pressure coming up the middle and just throws the ball away.
He gets outside of the pocket there. He's just outside of the pocket.
It's going to be 4th and goal. It's going to bring on Gostkowski for yet another field goal attempt, the 5th attempt of the game. If he makes this would be his 4th make of the game, as he missed from 50 earlier.
Absolutely. So we're going to see him Gostkowski go for the 25-yard field goal here.
Fluid says, where do you think Shady McCoy will go? I was saying it earlier. I think that there's a good possibility he ends up in Philadelphia if Philadelphia doesn't make the call to Pittsburgh and get Le'Veon Bell. Absolutely. I think those are the two 1A and 1B guys that they're looking at right now. Good D will shut down Barkley at will. I don't think so. I think Barkley is he's got the thighs of Emmitt Smith. He's got the lower leg strength of Emmitt Smith. He's got shiftiness. He's got breakaway speed. He's just an all-around good back, but again, playing behind a crap offensive line.
Gostowski hits the the field goal, so now it's a 6-point game, 12-6 Patriots in this game. This is not the game that anybody expected. We continue to say that. I will continue to say it. I am surprised. The Bills are hanging in here.
You want this?
As much as I don't know if you do. The Bills are hanging in here as much as everybody thought this was going to be an upset by the Patriots, myself and Fred included. Guys, we've got 193. I just got to say this. We just hit 193 viewers.
Wow.
I want to hit 200. Share it. Help us out. Get us to 200.
Hit that thumbs up. Hit subscribe.
We already hit the point where we're going to give away a Birdland BS package. We appreciate that. NFL Record says he's back.
Appreciate it.
Yago says 13-12 he thinks will be the final score.
I mean, at this pace right now, that could very well happen. Tim Dong says, Barkley is on my fantasy. He gets me. Tim, are we keeping you up, my friend? I think you've told us you're going to bed now 3 times. Or no, that wasn't Tim. That was...
he told us he was going to bed, and then Slimy said he was going
to
bed.
Are we keeping you up, man? Can't just put the phone down.
All right, we have NFL Record. There's 2 minutes left in the third. And they're going to, Gostowski is going to be kicking it off here. We're going to see him kick it off. And it's going to be about a 65-yard kickoff. And it'll be back. It'll be a touchback here. We'll see what happens. Andrew Frey says, if Bell leaves, he won't continue to put up numbers. I'll say it's going to depend on where Bell goes.
I think if Bell goes to Philadelphia, he'll put up numbers. You put him in that offense where they've got a quarterback who has the ability to make plays with his feet. He has the ability to throw the ball down the field. You can't just hone in on Le'Veon Bell and expect to shut him down. They have a decent offensive line there in Philadelphia. I think that's the perfect spot for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Andrew says the O-line is the team in
Anderson hands it off to Ivory. Ivory takes it up the middle for some hard yardage. Gets about 3, maybe 4 yards on the gain.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to give him about 4 on the spot here.
Second down and 6 for Buffalo. 1 minute and 48 seconds left to go in the third. Again, New England up 12-6.
Ozymandias says, do you think Brady has fallen off Max Kellerman's cliff? I don't know that that's the case. It's still Brady. You can expect Brady to be Brady. So it's going to be one of those things that it'll be tough to see. James chimes in. He says, you guys get 200 in the chat, and the drinks are on him.
Oh, I love it. We're at 190. Come on, man. We need 10.
We're at 196 right now. I've got the upper live feed. We're at 196. 4 more, guys. That's what we need.
David says, you mixing anything with that Pepsi? Come on, man. This episode's brought to you by Tin Cup.
How many times have we said that, right? Yeah. Jeremiah says Patriots will win the Super Bowl this year. It'll be interesting to see. The Patriots
Smooth
are
whiskey.
5-2 this year. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Corey chimes in. He says commentators suck. Bills this and Bills that. Every effing comment is about the Bills. It's so obvious what haters they are. We're not Bills haters. We're actually giving praise to the Bills, to be honest with you.
I don't think he's talking about us. I think he might be actually talking about the game.
Okay, I hope so, because we've been saying that the Bills have been quite impressive in this game, limiting the Patriots to 12 points and not one single touchdown from the Bills offense. Not even, I think they got into the red zone, twice?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's quite impressive as far as what's going on here.
Just really quick. Carga Mola TV, who is the most underrated team in the NFC and the AFC. For me, the AFC, I think, underrated the Chargers. The NFC, for me, I'll get back to you on that. Derek Anderson here under center from the 38-yard line, 2nd and 10, hands it off to Corey Ivory. Ivory gains about 7 on the play as he runs off to the left side. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 3.
Oh, my goodness. Corey says Baltimore is underrated. We're going to talk about that tomorrow on our show. Be tuned in, 8:45 tomorrow night. We're going live with our regular show, Birdland BS, we're a Baltimore sports podcast. So make sure that you do it. Tim says he's going to get us to 200. He's going to get off and call some people.
What do you think about the ending of the Packers-Rams game? I thought the Rams did a good job of closing that out. If you're asking about the Todd Gurley situation, he didn't want to run the score up, and I think he did the smart move.
Anderson lined up under center,
Respectful
and it looks like it's going to be a timeout called by. Oh no, it's going to be end of the third quarter here. It's not a timeout. It's going to be end of the third quarter. So it'll be quite interesting to see what happens here moving forward.
Tim says Chargers are not that good. I'm talking underrated teams. I mean, it's real easy to give you your favorites. I mean, you just go down and pick the division winners. I think the Chargers are an underrated team. I think that they can make a run, and they'll be in the hunt for the playoffs for sure.
Ryan says he subscribed, but for the life of him, he can't find the like button on the YouTube app. It's the thumbs up.
The little thumbs up. That's all it is. They should be next to each other. Thumbs up and thumbs down. Somehow we got 4 thumbs down on this. I don't like that.
Yeah, no, guys.
That's all right. 198 watching now. Did we hit 200 on your feed?
We're up to 194 right now in the live portion. So we appreciate it, guys. Everything that you guys are doing, help us get there. We are. James is at 190. James says 195 in the room.
Marlon asks, why does Jimmy Smith suck all of a sudden? There's a number of reasons for that. I mean, obviously he was suspended for the first part of the year. He's still kind of getting his feet wet and getting back into the flow of playing a full game. I think the loss of Marlon Humphrey hurts him as well because it puts the pressure of him having to cover the top wide receiver on everybody's team.
Yeah. Brendan McAfee joins us. Thank you for joining us, Brendan. Colby Prince joins in. He asked what about the Seahawks. Yango says the Seahawks are not good. The Seahawks have had some struggles this year. Russell Wilson lost some of his weapons. You lost what's his face due to injury on defense.
Yeah.
Who I can't even think of his name right now. It's Thomas.
Yeah.
You lost Thomas on defense due to injury. Who that was already a questionable situation in Seattle as it was. I think there's just a lot going in Seattle. Pete Carroll is dealing with a lot going on right now.
Andrew said it's for him. It's the Bengals. I can't deny that. They're a sneaky good team. I just don't trust Marvin Lewis, and I don't trust Andy Dalton. They just never seem to get the job done when it matters the most.
Guys, I gotta reach out to everybody. We got 94 likes. I appreciate it. 7 thumbs down. Guys, if you didn't like the feed, if you are still in the feed and you didn't like the feed, tell us why. Like, obviously, we want to know. But we really appreciate everybody chiming in with everything that's going on. Keep going with the likes. We've already given away. We're going to be giving away a package. So we'll
David says it's Thurman Thomas looking for his helmet on the sideline. I'm sure he does want to get in there, man. I'd like to see him run again.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was entertaining back in the day. Derek Anderson here on 3rd down and 3 is in the gun. He's got Corey Ivory to his left, trips right, looking to his right. Oh, man, that was telegraphed. He looked at his receiver the entire time.
Roberts almost had the pick there.
Roberts could have easily picked 6 that, but deflects the ball away, and it's going to bring up 4th down and 3. Yeah, you saw that coming from the get-go. I mean, he was looking at Clay the entire time. The DB that was covering out on the wide, Jones there, came in to double cover Clay because Anderson was just eyeing him down the entire time.
Richard Sherman apparently is joining us and saying that the Pats will win it all on their money. We appreciate that, Richard. We got Richard, we got Tom, everybody here. Tom's we get a kick down. It'll be caught by Edelman at the 11 off the punt from Bejorquez. I can't even remember how I said his name earlier. We got plenty of people chiming in here. We appreciate it, guys. 189 people viewing right now.
Mike said he needs a pick 6. That could have been a pick 6, man. Had every opportunity. If he'd have picked that off, he had free open field there.
Yeah, Andrew says the Bills' offense is just horrible. The Bills' offense, the big thing for them right now is they can't finish a drive.
Jesus, BC, you're right. It's Corey Ivory, or Chris Ivory, not Corey Ivory. That's what I'm getting it mixed up. We used to have
Corey Ivy.
Corey Ivy. We used to have a cornerback, Corey Ivy. That's why I kept saying that name. That just goes to show you how much of a Baltimore sports fan I am.
Edelman's going to get the...
Oh, Lord, thank you for correcting me on that.
Edelman's going to get the catch in the flat here. And it looks like he's going to get... He's going to get a loss of about... Oh, no, it's going to be a gain of about 3. He's going to catch it to Edelman. Edelman's going to get a gain here of about 8, 9. And it looks like it's going to be...
Looks like there might be a flag and a hold on the offensive line here.
Yeah, Tom was calling defensive holding, but it's going to be offensive holding here, definitely for sure.
Yeah, holding on the offense. First down's negated due to penalty. Yep. Who do you think is the best running back in the league right now? Todd Gurley, hands down.
Absolutely.
There's no debating it. I think there's some good running backs out there. Kareem Hunt's one of them. But
203 viewers right now.
Nice.
We appreciate it, guys.
Hell
James,
yeah.
James, the drinks are on you, my friend.
Yeah, well, I'm going to hold you to that, my friend. We got over 200 people in here watching. We got over 100 thumbs up, man. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. We greatly appreciate it. Tom Brady's going to be scrambling. He's going to get the pass off to White. White's going to get back to about the 19-yard line.
It's going to bring up third down and about 6
Third and 6 from the New England 19 here. We appreciate it, guys. We hit 201 watchers. Yeah, guys, we hit over 200 watchers. We're down to 199. Somebody stepped out real quick. We appreciate that. But guys, this is awesome, and here's why. Because our last time that we did this, we hit I think about 70 viewers.
75, I think, was like the peak that we had on our last.
So to have 200, you guys have already surpassed well beyond double what we did last time. We appreciate it. Give us a thumbs up. Tell us you like what we're doing. Brady's going to drop back out of the gun. He's looking downfield, deep downfield. He's going to hit Edelman. Edelman's going to get the ball down to about the Buffalo 35. Or I'm sorry, it looks like it's going to be New England 35. So it's going to be...
Oh, man. John's calling us out. Do a shot for the big 200.
Oh, God.
Oh, straight? All right. Been drinking this shit all night, but I might as well. I got you. You don't have another shot glass down here by chance, do you?
Nah, you'll just drink one side. I'll drink the other. How about that?
All right, that'll work.
And AK Wild said, "What are you guys drinking on?" We're drinking Tin Cup.
Tin Cup whiskey.
To make it easy, we appreciate it.
Yeah,
guys.
I've been drinking it with whiskey, but
and
this
Brady,
one's to you guys for 200 people watching right now and 100 likes on the feed, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Vincent said that YouTube algorithm, we appreciate it, man. Everything that we're doing, we've been having fun. Everybody that's been in here has been liking it. Mike says do the shot. Shashika Joe says big gain. A lot of people chiming in. We appreciate it. All right, Brady's going to be back in the gun. He's going to send Gronk in motion. Fakes, throws it off.
Ball is tipped up. Could have been picked there for another pick six for Buffalo.
Yeah, Milano tips that ball and just barely misses the interception there.
All right, Scott, bottoms up, my friend.
All right, here we go.
There it is. Down the hatch. Woo. 200 subscribers or 200 people watching. We hit over 200 subscribers. We got over 100 thumbs up on the post. This has been great. We appreciate each and every one of you.
Mike says he did a vodka shot with us. Or he'll hit a vodka shot with us. We appreciate
David, we're actually in Scott's basement tonight. Normally we do the podcast from my house.
Brady in the gun. He drops back. He's got 4 wide. He's going to dump it off to White. White's going to get a big gain and a first down into, it looks like it's going to be a gain of about 8. Looks like it's going to be a 1st and 10 from the Buffalo 44 here. Huge move for New England getting the first down. Huge move by White. You called this at the beginning of the game that White was going to have a big game. Everybody giving us thumbs up for the shot. We appreciate that. And actually, it wasn't White. It was Cordell Patterson. Now he's going to get off the ball. Huge run by Patterson. Patterson's going to get down to about the
20-yard line.
I'll say about the 23, 24, maybe somewhere right in there. Huge play right now. Tom Brady's being Tom Brady. He is dissecting this defense, calling audibles at the line, and finding the guy that's open, whether it's a handoff or that dump-off pass that he normally does.
Great run by Patterson there. That's goes to show, I mean, this guy, the one thing he has is he's got some top-end speed for sure.
All right.
Interesting to see them using him as an H-back.
Brady in the gun, Edelman out to the left, Gordon
Brady
out to the
under
right.
center in the eye.
Yeah, he's in the eye. He's going to send Gronk in motion. Hands off
to Patterson again.
To Patterson. Patterson's only going to get about a yard, maybe a yard and a half on that one.
Yeah, it brings it down to about the 21-yard line. It's going to be second down here and about 8 for the Patriots.
And the last 2 plays have gotten Brady over 300 yards passing. And actually, Mike brings it up right there. There you go. 300 yards passing for Tom Brady in this game. So, John says White is so underrated. I absolutely agree. You called that at the beginning of this game. All right, Brady was under center. He's going to call an audible, drop back into the shotgun. He's going to have White out to his left. He's going to have Edelman out to the right and Gordon out to the right. Hogan out to the left. He's going to go to Hogan.
Hogan pushed out of bounds, but about the 1-yard line. It's going to be first and goal for the Patriots here from the 1. 10 minutes and 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and it looks like the Patriots are going in for the kill here.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna wind up getting a touchdown here. We're already sorry for those of you guys that are a few seconds behind. Some of you guys are commenting already that New England is getting a TD on this. We're gonna call it as it goes. Thank you guys for watching.
Tom Brady here in the I formation. Goal line formation. They hand it off to James White. James White up the middle for a touchdown.
1-yard run for the touchdown there.
And it looks like Tom Brady's going to go for 2 here. Tom Brady and the Patriots are going to go for 2 here to put them up 20-6 if they convert here. Yeah, Buffalo hung in for a long time here, but too much here in the end and not enough points. So Buffalo hasn't been able to execute on offense as well as the defense has played. The cream always rise to the top, and we're seeing that here with the Patriots.
So a lot of people, we got a few people, Iago, AKA, saying this game is over. It's going to be a blowout, is what AK says. Brady going for the 2-point conversion.
And it's intercepted
in the end zone. And then a fight for the ball. And it looks like they're going to call it Bills were the ones that had the ball. So we got 18-6 here with about 9 minutes left. I'm sorry, a little under 10 minutes left. 9:58 left in the fourth quarter. It's going to be quite interesting to see that these guys are going to be able to march down the field. I hope the Bills can march down the field for their sake to be able to get at least a touchdown here and bring this to a potentially 4-point game. If you go for the 2, you bring it to a 5-point game. That's where the New England is putting was trying to put it out of reach and make it a 2 full score game for Buffalo, but they fail at that. Allison says she need -6.5. Pats clamp down on defense is what Alice says.
Yeah, we'll see. Like I said, Buffalo in almost 4 quarters of play now, 3.5, just over 3.5 quarters of play, has not been able to get much going offensively. They've had a couple of big plays through the air. They've had a couple of good runs, but they haven't been able to sustain a drive to be able to get into the red zone very often in this game. It's hurting them. Yeah,
Mike says, Mike says that now the New England score Bills are desperate. He calls for a pick 6. Tim says good commentary. We appreciate that, Tim. You've been commenting all night. We appreciate that. So Richard asked, does that count as an interception for Brady on the stats? I believe it does, even on a 2-point conversion, that it counts as an interception for a stat. Even though it's on a 2-point conversion, it's still an interception, period. So we'll have to wind up seeing. Fred's going to check into that now.
I don't think it does. I didn't think so. I think because it's not an actual it's not a possession.
Technical possession.
Yeah, I don't think it counts as an interception.
Yeah, absolutely. They're showing Robert.
It does
Kraft
affect
now.
you in fantasy, though.
They're showing Robert Kraft now, who's probably not as comfortable as he'd like to be in this game, as he would hope to be, as we all thought he would be. So great game so far by the Bills. They did get beat on this drive.
Sorry about the score, guys. Hey, look, I'm getting used to this new program. Again, this is only our third time going about it, so sorry for not updating it quick enough.
RC Nut is chiming in.
Does that interception remove one of his 5 rings? No, it does not.
I wish it did. I wish it did. Oh, my goodness.
18-6, Patriots lead the Bills here late in the fourth quarter. Bills got to pull a rabbit out of their hat, try to win this one.
Hector's laughing at Tim, Mr. Tim Dong, saying he never left. And you're right, he never left. Tim Dong, he left. He actually did leave. I'll give him credit. He left and came back. We've been maintaining 200 subscribers or 200 listeners for quite a while. We appreciate it. We're at 105 likes. Make sure you give us that thumbs up every time you guys do this. We're going to be trying to do this every night, every Monday night moving forward. Monday night is actually usually our planning night for our normal show. On Tuesday nights at 8:45. Birdland BS is who we are. We're normally a Baltimore sports podcast first and foremost. We'd go live every Tuesday night at 8:45, and we talk Baltimore sports. We get into a little bit of chirps, a little bit of Caps and DC with Caps and the Wizards, but we also cover national news with our 2-minute warning, Fred,
right.
Which we hit every week. We have fun with that. But we've started this new commentary every Monday night. I'm in Florida next week, and we're going to try and make it happen for you guys because you guys have loved this so much.
Kowski kicks it out of the back of the end zone here for the Bills to start at the 25-yard line. Again, Bills trailing by 12 here. 2-possession game. Got to put up points and got to put them up quick. You're under 10 minutes left to go. You do only have 2 timeouts. Derek Anderson hasn't shown a whole lot of promise in this game. But look, defense has played well up until late. We'll see if Derek Anderson can pull a rabbit out of the hat.
Yeah, absolutely. And so David comments and says, Josh Allen isn't the answer. Rosen stinks. We'll be watching Mayfield and Darnold for years to come out of this class. Lamar Jackson could be a good one, too. Flacco will not be with the Ravens next year. We'll see how that goes.
Ryan says, Allen could be special. I think you sound like an idiot.
Well, Anderson steps back. He's going to throw it across the middle, and it's going to be incomplete.
I think Allen has a special arm as far as, I mean, he could probably throw the ball deeper than anybody in the league right now. Him and Mahomes could probably go in a competition for that. But his accuracy is where he struggles. His decision-making, he struggles. But, you know, he's a young quarterback, and young quarterbacks, he's thrown into it this first year. In the first couple of games, he's going to have to take his bumps and bruises. But, you know, if he can come back and finish out this year, we'll see.
Holding on the offense on that play, by the way, so it's going to be 1st and 20. Vincent says, good show. He says, let's go Yankees. Obviously, you're a Yankees fan. We're Baltimore fans. Sorry.
Chris, how about them Chiefs? Yeah, we've been talking about them tonight, man. They're a dynamic offensive team. Your defense worries me, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Anderson's going to be in the gun. He's got 3 wide out to the right, 1 out to the left. He's got, looks like dump-off pass for about a 3-yard gain to Jones, maybe a 4-yard gain out to Jones. We'll see what happens there. Jeremiah says, hating the Patriots will get you a thumbs down.
Jeff,
look, it's not that we hate the Patriots. We are Ravens fans, so we do root against you a little bit. But the Patriots are the Patriots. You can never count the Patriots out. We're realists.
Jeff says, who really thought this would be a game? I don't think anybody thought this would be much of a game, but just the fact that Buffalo was able to hang in here for 3+ quarters is saying something. Took Tom Brady and the Patriots offense a while to get going. Anderson drops back to pass, looking over the middle, complete out to
about the 30-yard
line to Phillips. It's going to bring up 3rd down here.
David says, accuracy is everything in the NFL. You have it or you don't. It can't be taught. That is absolutely true, and we saw that as Ravens fans. We saw it with Lamar in a rollout that Lamar did this week. Lamar had Snead wide open for about an 8 or 10 yard gain and completely underthrew him on the.
Yeah, a lot of that was mechanics. It's footwork. He didn't set his feet, and again, it's one pass play. You come off the bench completely cold, and you're expected to throw a pass, and it didn't work out.
Anderson's going to drop back. Drops back about 9 yards. Going to throw it off to Jones. Jones is going to get about to the. We'll call that to the 44. We're going to call that Buffalo 44-yard line. Pretty good play there by Anderson to get it to Jones for the 44-yard line, and they've got a first down now. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the Buffalo 44.
Corey says, a couple minutes ago, a Bills fan has a sign, the Patriots cheats, or maybe your team just sucks. Yeah, there's a lot of truth to that, too.
So Anderson in the gun. He's got 3 wide out to the left. He's got 1 out to the right. He's going to drop back from about the 35. He's going to throw deep, and it's going to be incomplete.
Ryan says, I said could be special. Aside from a rocket arm, he's shown deceptive athleticism for a big man as well. I'm not ready to write off a rookie accuracy after a few game sample on the worst team in the league. No, you're absolutely right. I'm just talking about what we've seen so far and what he comes from in college. I mean, that was his not coming out of college, was his accuracy. For us Raven fans, we were high on a quarterback years ago. Well, not us, but Brian Billick was high on a quarterback very similar in Kyle Bowler, who had one of the strongest arms in the NFL, but was terrible in accuracy, and it just never came to fruition in the NFL either.
Kyle Bowler is a curse word in Baltimore, by the way.
Yeah. So similar traits in that sense.
And Buffalo gets the playoff just in time. And it's going to be out to LaShawn McCoy. LaShawn McCoy is going to get the first down. It's going to be a 1st and 10 at the New England 46.
Josh Allen could be good after a year or two. And he could. He very well could. The problem is he doesn't have anybody to learn from there. He's got to be thrown right into the fire and kind of learn on the job. Some people succeed with that and some people fail. So it's all on him, really.
Tim says to give James his Birdland BS package if he wins. I guess James doesn't want the Birdland to represent for him, obviously. All right,
Anderson here in the gun from the 46-yard line, 1st and 10, throwing down the middle. He's got a man, and it's Clay. Clay with a big catch down to about the 25-yard line.
I'll say it's the 24-yard line there. It's going to be close. We'll see where they spot this ball, where he gets hit and where he gets down here.
We're getting under 7 minutes. We're about 6 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in this game. It would be smart if Buffalo continues to attack over the middle like this. It seems to be where it's working.
David apparently says we can have Tyrod back. I don't want to. Thank you.
No, thank you. I'll pass on that one.
Yeah, as many people in Baltimore that were calling for Tyrod Taylor for the longest time over Joe Flacco, it really shows what Joe can do under pressure. All right, Anderson's going to have 2 wide out to the right, 2 wide out to the left. He's going to step back with. And
throws it
deep. Jones in the end zone. It's going to be broken up there. Very close play.
No flag. A lot of contact there, but contact from both sides. McCourty was playing the ball, looking at the ball the entire time, so a good no call there. But
Chris says the Chiefs D scares him as they will be beat up after 8 games. I'm assuming you're a Chiefs fan. They will be beat up after 8 games, but if they can hold and maintain, it will be quite a play here. All right, so Anderson's going to line up in this shotgun. He's going to have McCoy out to his right. He's going to have 4 wide, 2 right, 2 left. He's going to be stepping back 3, 2, 1. He's going to get the play off in time. He's looking deep to the end zone, and it's going to be a play.
One-handed catch
for Kroom. 25-yard
wow, what a
catch here.
What a throw, a really good throw. Derek Anderson put it deep in the end zone there, a spot where only the wide receiver could catch it, and he caught it one-handed.
Wow, what a play by Kroom there.
Yeah, what a catch by Kroom. Had been quiet pretty much all game, but comes up with a huge touchdown grab there for about 25 yards.
Becomes 18-12 Patriots over the Bills.
Let me update this score before you guys give me a hard time about it. Got to get to it.
Brad Laps is saying, please say hi to IRA, his nephew who's 5 years old. Hi, IRA. We appreciate you watching.
IRA?
IRA. I'm going to go with IRA. Yeah, I think that's right.
IRA? What is she? IPA? Is it a beer?
Ooh,
IRA.
Kroom. Ooh,
did the ball hit the end zone?
That might have touched the ground. It might have been moving Let's see what happens here. The ruling on the field is a touchdown. This is going to go to official review here.
Derek Anderson didn't like what he saw. He took his jacket off. He's coming back out on the field. That looks like that might come back. The shot that the camera showed during the live stream did not show the hand in the backside of the end zone, so you didn't see it go down to the ground like that, but there was definitely movement.
Yeah, no, there was movement as he rolled on the left hand and the right hand trying to get it. It was rolling as it touched the ground. It rolled a little bit more after it touched the ground. I don't know. What do you think, Fred? This may be called back. It may not be a touchdown.
Just based on the one angle that I saw there, it looks to me like there was enough movement. He never really had possession of the ball. He did catch it with the one hand, but before he could pull it into his body, his hand and ball hit the ground and the ball moved enough.
I think this play is going to wind up being reversed, so it'll wind up being a 2nd and 10 from 25 if it is reversed. If not, it's touchdown.
Looks like everybody online that's watching it ahead of us says it is overturned, so we're going to go ahead and go with that. I'm going to take the score back off there, but yeah, again, for you guys that are out there watching, we are on a direct TV feed. Obviously, we're on a live broadcast, which puts us a few seconds behind as well, so we're a little bit behind what you guys are actually watching if you're watching the game. We're doing this more for the people that aren't watching the game.
203 people watching
or
right
people that
now,
just want to put the commentators on mute. Yeah, 203 of you guys watching, man. We really appreciate it. Make sure while you're here, you hit the thumbs up and hit the subscribe button while you're here.
We got 111 thumbs up. We appreciate it, guys. Every time you guys hit the thumbs up, it moves us higher up in the feed. You can check us out on birdlandbs.com.
Shut up, James. Change the score.
James
what a
is going
jerk.
off on you. So you can check us out on www.birdlandbs.com. We're first and foremost a Baltimore sports podcast. You guys have been hearing me say that all night. But on our website, a lot of you guys have been chiming in. Even I've heard some people that even aren't Birdland sports and Baltimore sports fans asking where they can get our gear. You can check out my Birdland Sports logo hat here. You can check out at Birdland BS, my hat. Hit us up if you want this exact hat. Hit us up on Facebook at Fred Birdland BS, at Scott Birdland BS. We'll hit you up with the website for that because we just changed companies of who our main company is. But we can still get you this hat if you want.
There he goes again with the QVC ad.
I appreciate it, man. Hey, we have fun, man.
We love you too, James. We appreciate you, brother. We know you're going to be there every week for us.
We're going to get it from the 25-yard line, and we're going to get Anderson. We're going to get a false start here on the Bills. It's going to be now 3rd and 10 from the 25-yard line, no play, and now we're going to see a 3rd and 15, 3rd and 20, depending on false start. So yeah, that's going to be the call here.
Orioles do have one of the best logos. You're right, David. Especially the newer one. The old bird, the real bird, sucked. I hated that logo. The old school cartoon bird, that's where it's at.
Yeah, absolutely. Both of us have that on our own. We love it.
Brad says him and his nephew are going to get the hat. Man, we really appreciate that. If you're a snapback fan, if you like a snapback more than you like a fitted, on our actual website, birdlandbs.com, go to the BLBS gear page. I mean, there's a ton of stuff there. Shirts, hoodies, bags, mugs, hats. I mean, everything.
We got 6 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Anderson's going to drop back. He's going to throw it. It's going to be intercepted. Intercepted by Clay. Or McCourty, I'm sorry. McCourty's going to take it back. He's going the distance.
6.
Can he get it? 20, 10. He is in the end zone. That is going to be a pick 6. It is going to be 24 to 20 or 24 to 6.
Was that you, Mike, that needed that pick 6, I think? Pick 6, man. There you go, my friend. Hold on. Let me get to the score before you guys give me a bunch of crap.
And Chris says we are pretty cool with the background sucks. Chris, we are working on the background in the meantime. This is all that we got right now. We are working on some background feed and some background setup. We appreciate the input.
Yeah, appreciate the feedback.
That'll be coming in the coming weeks as we get going. We're going to get a green screen back here. You guys are going to see an awesome background. So that'll be coming on soon. 24 to 6. Now here's the game that we all kind of expected. Gostowski hits the kick, and it's going to be good. It is now 25 to 6. Patriots over the Bills with 5:54 left in the fourth quarter. What a game, guy. This is great. Brad says thank you. His nephew, his 5-year-old nephew says thank you. We appreciate you guys watching in and appreciate it. Mike says we're his lucky charms. Tune in next week. Let's see if that's still the case.
BC, I had 50,000 on the Pats money line. Wow.
I mean,
a little steep for my pockets, my friend. But I mean, I would, if I was going to put $50,000 down on a game this week, it would have been this game. So yeah, I can't blame you if you're going to put 50 grand down.
I'd be a little scared with this going forward. Jeff asked, do we think the Rams go undefeated this year? I'm going to say no.
No, what? The Rams go undefeated now. When you have a matchup against the Saints, you have a matchup against the high-powered offense of the Chiefs. There's anything that can happen. It's the NFL. This isn't. I'm not saying the Rams are so good that they're an NFL team playing against college teams. Like, they're not that far head and heels above the rest of the competition. They're the best overall, well-rounded team in the NFL, in my opinion. But the Saints are going to give them a hell of a game this week. And again, the Chiefs' offense can put up a bunch of numbers. So those two games are going to be big challenges for them.
Yeah. I mean, we got plenty of people chiming in saying the Pats said, John says he said the Pats would wake up in the second half. Didn't anyone learn from the Falcons Super Bowl game? Look, the Pats can wake up in the second half. It's just the Bills' defense.
Yeah, I didn't expect this game to take this long to get to this point. I thought that this would be first half blowout and we'd be bored for the rest of the game. But it's actually been a pretty entertaining game for a little over 3 quarters.
Luis asked what happened. Luis, it was a pick 6 by Devin McCourty, who ran it back for 84 yards on that play. 84 yards, Devin McCourty for the pick 6 inside of the Bills' 40-yard line. Great play by Devin McCourty on that.
NFL Records asked, why don't y'all show the games? It's because of copyright stuff. If we could show the game and live stream it that way, we would. If you watch any kind of live streamers, the ones that actually don't get taken off the air, they don't show the game. They're not allowed to unless they have the rights to it, unless it's an NFL approved broadcast. So that's why.
Yeah. Browsing says Rams lose to Seattle.
John says, get the Rams in snow or cold weather and they will just be an average team. I mean, obviously the weather plays a part in it, especially being a West Coast team and playing in warm weather. But to say they're average, I don't think that. I mean, they're too good of a team to be an average football team.
Yeah, no. We got a few people chiming in saying that the Rams against good teams are not good. I disagree here because they face the Packers, who, I don't care who you are, it's Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, just like it's Tom Brady and the Patriots. And to win 29-27, yes, it was on an issue on the Packers side. Look, you still won the game. The win's a win.
Right.
And that's all that it takes. Your defense was able to step up, make the play happen, and that's how it wound up ending. So I think it's one of those things that the Rams are what they are.
Luke says he thinks Sony Michel being out really affected the Pats game. I agree. I think that was part of it, and I thought James White would have a big game, which he has.
Anderson with 3 wide to the right, 1 out to the left. He's got Ivory in the back. He's going to throw it over the middle.
And he's got Benjamin for a big gain down to about the 49-yard line there. Big throw, big gain by Anderson, but a little, I think, too late. 25-6 here with 5 minutes and 38 seconds left to go.
They're going to go no huddle here. Anderson's going to go no huddle. Let's see what winds up happening here. It's 1st and 10 from the 49. They're going to throw it off to Ivory. Ivory's going to get the short pass. He's going to get about 8 yards on the play.
That's Chris Ivory.
Or Chris Ivory. Gee.
No, you didn't say it. You just said Ivory. I'm just
all right.
correcting myself before I say something to mess it up. Messing it up all night, Corey.
NFL Record says this is an entertaining channel. Guys, we have 196 of you guys watching. We got 119 likes. We appreciate all of you guys that are staying tuned in.
Can never overlook Pitt and Big Ben. They ramp it up for the playoffs. Absolutely agree. I said that earlier. Defensively, they worry me a little bit, but Big Ben is Big Ben. That offense can always get it going.
Tim Buck says he's lining up virtual beers on the bar for all of his buds.
Appreciate it, Tim.
Anderson's going to throw it off. It's going to be a dump down. And
Clay takes down to about the 32-yard line.
It's going to be 1st and 2 from the New England 32. And Shannon Michelle says, who will win, the Rams or the Saints? Look, I think that's going to be a close game. We've been talking about it all show. I think the Saints are going to give up, going to be able to put up enough points to win this. So we've got second.
4 minutes and 19 seconds left to go in the game, just to answer your question about the time. The clock is ticking. It's 3rd down here.
3rd and 2nd on the New England 32. So we've got 3rd and 2 now. We're going to see Anderson in the shotgun. He's got 3 wide out to the right, 2 out to the left. Steps back, throws it deep, and it's going to be incomplete at the 10-yard line.
Unknown no name says Big Ben is Big Ben. Come on. Dude has 1 foot out the door. He has 1 foot out the door, but he's still putting up numbers. He still has over 2,000 passing yards. Him and Antonio Brown are finally starting to get on the same page again. And James Conner has been a beast. I'm just talking about the offense as a whole. That offensive team can put up numbers. They're 4-2-1 on the year so far. And, Big Ben, he maybe had 1 foot out the door as far as retirement goes, but he's still a productive quarterback.
4th and 2, and the Bills are going to go for it. They've got 3 wide out to the left, 1 out to the right, and New England calls a timeout with 3:55 left in the 4th.
Do you think the Falcons can clinch a playoff berth? In that division, it's going to be tough to win the division. You got the Saints, you got the Panthers, both playing strong. I don't think the Falcons make the playoffs this year. I really don't. I like what they're doing again offensively. I think losing Devontae Freeman hurts them significantly. And again, I think it's just a numbers game when it comes to their division.
So I gotta put out a shout out to Tim Dong again. He said he quoted a bunch of people who are doing live streams of this game. He says we are better, and he saw it in the recommended posts.
Appreciate it.
For the live stream. We appreciate that, man. He says we are the best. Jeff says Le'Veon Bell shooting himself in the foot.
I agree with that.
Absolutely, with what he
definitely with his chances with getting back with Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh at this point needs to trade him.
Anderson's with 4th and 2. Here we go. 4th and 2 from the New England 32. He drops back. He's going to have it incomplete to Kelvin Benjamin, and it's Gilmore on the coverage.
Benjamin wasn't even looking at the play.
New England's going to take it over here from their own 32.
Tim Dong still. Don't overlook the Redskins. They are pretty good. Hey, I got nothing but respect for the Redskins. They're 5-2. They've done it. But they're in a soft division right now. I think the Eagles get things ramped up here as the season progresses into the second half. I think the Eagles end up winning that division. But I mean, look, again, in that division, anybody can. I mean, if they continue on the path that they're on, they can definitely win.
Absolutely. So Brady is now going to go under center, 1st and 10 from his own 32-yard line. He's going to hand the ball off, and a gain of about 3 on the play. So it's going to be New England with 3:47 left in the 4th, 25-6. Buffalo calls a timeout here. 30-second timeout for Buffalo.
3 minutes, 47 seconds left. Patriots lead 25-6. For Buffalo, I'm sure that this game probably brought a lot of excitement to the fans, considering they haven't had a Monday Night Football game since 2008. We're win or lose, this Monday Night Football is just an exciting game to know you're on national TV. It's a night game. This had to have been exciting for the Bills fans to at least be in this game for 3.5 quarters.
Brady's going to hand it off, and it looks like it's going to be a loss of about 1 on the play. It's going to be New England 3rd down.
Brad says Ira loves Oakland. I feel bad. That's all right. You can't hate on on somebody for having a team. Win, lose, or draw. I'm an Orioles fan. We went through 15 years of awfulness. to get back into the playoffs. So, hey, you like who you like, man.
Slimy Snack is back. He says he woke up and Mr. Tim just saying hi, that we rock, and he'll stay up. We appreciate
it, Slimy.
Mike Fleming says, Tom Brady, throw it. I need only 20 points now.
Golden Tate getting traded for Dante Hightower. Ooh, that would be a mega deal there. I mean, I know Lions are shopping Golden Tate, but they did say it would take a haul for somebody to get him. And I know the Patriots are in the market for a wide receiver. They've come out and said that, even with the addition of Josh Gordon and Edelman coming back to the team. So we'll see what happens.
He's going to hand it off. Gain of about 4 there for Patterson.
John says no one in the AFC East will win that division as long as Brady is there. And I've been saying that for a long time. I mean, it is Brady's division in a lot of ways, and really no team in that division has done anything to get better over the years. I think the Jets in a few years with Sam Darnold will be a better football team, but that'll be long after Brady's gone.
Absolutely. Allen is going to be back for the punt at about the 25-yard line here.
David says Orioles facing 15 more years again. It feels that way. I sure as hell hope not.
All right. Ooh. Allen gets a bad punt off here.
Off the side of his foot.
Side of his foot. Looks like it's going to be spotted about the 29-yard line here. Maybe the 30 for Buffalo. Buffalo coming out on the 30-yard line, 1st and 10.
Tate has always been a solid effort wide receiver, probably worth a second-round pick. I agree. I think he's a lot like Edelman, though, so to have 2 of those guys, I don't know how that fits. I feel like the Patriots need more of an outside guy that can kind of get down the field, more of a taller, rangier wide receiver is what I would target if I'm the Patriots, but hey, what do I know?
James says he got a second fantasy win tonight.
Woohoo! Cheers, James.
We have a Birdland BS fantasy league going on. James gets his second win of the season. Good job, James. Anderson's going to throw deep, and it's going to be incomplete. That's going to be incomplete to Holmes, and it's going to be near the sideline of New England 48. Didn't happen.
Gruden can't be an old school coach with all these NFL divas in this age of football. Yeah, the game has changed a lot, and that was my one worry with Gruden was is he going to adapt to the new style of football, or is he going to try to bring back in his roots, and hasn't worked so far.
Yeah, absolutely. So Anderson is going to be back in the gun. He's got McCoy out to his left, 3 wide receivers. He's going to throw it out. McCoy's carry it like a loaf of bread. He gets out to about the 49, 48-yard line here.
It's funny the way he catches and holds that ball out there, like daring somebody to swat it away from him. But gets a big gain. It looks like they're showing it here on the replay, the same thing. So
Tim says he won in fantasy too.
All right.
Unknown No Name said maybe not that great, but still decent. Dez 88 would be nice for the Pats, but that's just reaching. Look, Dez is still out there, but there's got to be a reason Dez hasn't been joining any teams. Anderson's going to drop back from the 40-yard line. He's going to throw it over the middle to about the 35, and that's going to be McLeod at the 35 with 2:30 left on the clock here. 1st and 10 for Buffalo. Buffalo's going to go no huddle here. And
Jago says you guys better than Joe Buck. Well, I appreciate that. Joe Buck's everywhere these days. Christ, every time I turn the TV on, Joe Buck's there.
3 wide out to the right, 1 out to the left. Anderson's going to drop back. He's going to get sacked at the 47-yard line. That's going to be 2nd and 22nd.
That's going to take us down to the 2-minute warning here in the 4th quarter. Again, New England leading 25-6 as we get to the 2-minute warning. Megatron and Des Bryant. Man, that's one guy, Megatron. If he didn't retire early, that guy would be just still running nightmares in the NFL.
Tim says to do another challenge for 250 subs. We will. I don't think we're at 157 right now.
I feel like we're starting to fall off a little bit as the game becomes more and more evident that it's going to end here. But hey, next week that's going to be our goal. Next Monday, if you're able to get on from Florida, we're going to make that goal for 250 to give away another package.
Brad says, thanks for the stream. And Ira says thanks too.
Yeah. Big shout out to Ira and big shout out to Brad, man. Appreciate you guys tuning in for sure.
John calls Joe Buck a clown. Look, Joe Buck, if you haven't, I have to give Joe Buck credit. I get the DirecTV Now app on, I think it's Audience, I think is the name of the channel. He does a great show where he's interviewed a lot of great NFL, MLB guys. Great show. I got to give credit to Joe Buck where it's due. Joe Buck has been around because he's Joe Buck. As annoying as he can be sometimes, Joe Buck has been around for a reason.
Unknown Unnamed says, once again, guys, before game ends, thanks all the way from Korea. Awesome. Pretty bad catch any NFL games, let alone Pat's games, so I appreciate it. Hey, we appreciate you tuning in. Before you leave, hit the thumbs up and hit subscribe and hit the notifications so that way anytime we come on the air, you'll get a notification out there in Korea and let us know, and hopefully you'll tune in for future episodes. We appreciate it, man.
We're up to 120 likes on this. Thanks, guys. We have 148 viewers still. If you
Hector, appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, Hector says this is a great channel. We appreciate it, man. We'll be
Shashinka, thanks from VA, man. Appreciate it. Hey, while you're here, before you guys head out, just real quickly, first of all, type in where you're from, and then tell us how you found us. Did you Google like the game or YouTube the game? Like what triggered you to watching the stream?
Yeah, absolutely.
We're just interested in knowing so we can try to promote more that way. It helps us out for sure.
Absolutely. And huge shout out to Mr. Tim there. A slimy snack also, sharing out. I know Mr. Tim stepped outside and emailed a bunch of people saying to come watch our feed. So we appreciate that, man. Huge thank you.
There you go. Talking about the MVP candidates, Mahomes and Gurley. We've been kind of talking about them all day long. Gurley.
At this point, I think Mahomes for me is the higher MVP candidate. Anderson's going to drop out. He's got 3 wide to the right, and he's
another sack.
He's going to get sacked at about the 42-yard line here, 43-yard line.
Van Noy came right through the middle, untouched. Derek Anderson's slow to get up. There's that old man look again where he's like, oh.
Limping off.
No wonder I was sitting on the couch for all this time. Christ, I can't.
Tim says we should add a sponsor button. Tim, we have a sponsor on our main show. If anybody out there is willing to sponsor our Monday Night Fields, we'd be interested in hearing what you got to say, in
Gulf
what
Coast,
we can
Mississippi.
Do. So we appreciate that. Gulf Coast, Mississippi for Mike Fleming. We appreciate that, man. You typed in stream MNF, Monday Night Football, and we came up. We appreciate that, man. So huge thank you.
Awesome. Appreciate
Adirondack. Wow. We're reaching out to the Adirondacks there. In upstate New York. Thanks,
South
man.
Korea, Cleveland. Man, we got guys all Mississippi.
Bellevue, Washington.
God, all over the place. Kansas City. Man, we really appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning in and taking the time to tell us where you're from, too.
Brian Merchette says Joe Buck is a puppet of Jeff Dunham's. He uses IMAX.
Nicely played, Brian.
And
nicely played.
Just to share with you guys, Anderson is coming out holding his right arm here. This is going to be interesting.
Derek Anderson's going to start collecting his AARP after this game.
Nathan Peterman coming back into the game. We know that name from Baltimore.
Yeah.
He started.
Salt Lake City, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Wow. Yeah, around the corner. James, we know where you're from. I could probably throw a football and hit your house from where you're from.
Salem, Massachusetts, and now living in Indy. Appreciate it, John. Man, thank you guys.
Nathan Peterman, 5th round picks in here for the cleanup, mop-up work with 1 minute and 20 seconds left. Peterman throws out, and he's got it completed to, is that Clay again?
Looks like, yeah. Wow, what a game so far. Hector's laughing at the AARP joke.
Tim says we should do Thursday Night Football. Man, if we got paid to do this kind of stuff, we would definitely do it. It's just so time-consuming, and with families and everything, it's tough, man.
Peterman's going to dump it off to McCoy. McCoy's got an open field from about the 38-yard line. He's going to get about the New England 33-yard line, maybe 34. We'll see what happens here.
Matt's from Atlanta. Brad from France. Get out of here. We know you're from PA. Logan from Boston. Nice.
Luke from Virginia Beach, VA. We appreciate it, man.
DirecTV tower crashed on us yesterday before our Viking and Dungeon played to play. Service calling out until Thursday. You guys aren't too bad. I'll definitely check in again. Peace from LA. Appreciate it, Prime Time.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, hopefully every week we'll get a little bit better with this thing, man.
Tim saying, pay us. Let's go. I'll take it.
Hell yeah. Let's set up a donation thing. We'll take every penny we can get.
All right. And you're going to see Hoyer. Hoyer comes in for New England looking for the kneel down. New England looking to finish this off. They're going to have to do one more kneel here to finish this off. 2nd and 11.
Brian says, from Newport News, Virginia, search Monday Night Football Live. You guys are all right. Appreciate it, man. We appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate the commentary, man. You had me going there for a second. It's pretty funny.
Jeff says, peace from Seattle. Jeff's a big, out there in Seattle. I'm sure a big Seattle Seahawks fan. And it looks like Hoyer's going to take the knee, and that's going to be the end of the game. Final score, New England 25, Buffalo 26. Not quite the runaway that we thought it was going to be.
Right.
New England held in for the first half, but wasn't able to hold off on defense and Brady with the offense on the second half, and able to get the score up to 25-6. We appreciate all of you guys tuning in. Tim says, pay them $100 a game. I love it, Tim.
I like the way you think, Tim. We might have to hire you for our marketing.
Mike says Escobar is from Colombia.
Nah, man. In all honesty, we do this because we have fun doing it. Obviously, down the road with the podcast and everything, that's a separate thing. If we get bigger there and we take the next step, we've got sponsorships and everything lined up with that. So we're making a little bit of money on the podcast itself. But we're just having fun with it. This is our third go at it. It's been a lot of fun. We do this because you guys keep it entertaining for us with all the comments and the likes. And having over 200 of you people in here watching us, for me, it's really
beyond belief for both of us.
It's really gratifying. And we're going to do some things to spice it up. I know the background sucks in here. We're going to put a green screen up to make it look a little bit more visually appealing. And we're going to invest some money into this and make it better each and every week. But we can't do that without your support. So make sure, again, hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. Hit subscribe. Turn on the notifications. If you want to check out any more of our content, just Google search Birdland BS, and you'll find our website, which is birdlandbs.com. Find our Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. Podcast-wise, we're on all the different platforms, so be sure to check us out.
Tim says he wants to pay us for our work. We appreciate that, Tim.
We appreciate it, man.
Definitely reach out to us at Fred BLBS, at Scott BLBS, at Birdland BS, at Birdland BS. Jesus, I can't even get it right. We appreciate all of you guys tuning in. Everybody kind of chiming in where they're from. We appreciate
Andrew
you guys.
says, search Monday Night Football Live from Cleveland. Not too shabby for a couple of dirty birdies. We appreciate it, Andrew. Hey, look, I don't care where you're from. We're all NFL fans, right? We're all football fans. That's why we're here. We can all root for our own individual teams, but at the end of the day, Scott and I are realists. We'll tell you when we suck. We'll tell you when we're good. Absolutely. We'll tell you how we feel about your teams and how we feel about your questions. So that's all we can do each and every week.
Yeah, again, we're based out of Baltimore, birdlandbs.com. You can search us on there. You can search us on all the social media sites. You can search us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Search Birdland BS. We're on there. You can find us, subscribe, like, share our posts. Every Tuesday night, we go live with our normal Birdland BS, which is a Baltimore sports podcast, 8:45. We go live here on YouTube. We go on Twitter. We go on Facebook. Facebook, we actually just gave away, Fred. We hit 1,400 subscribers on our latest Facebook episode, which is awesome because that's the highest on our Facebook episode. We hope we hit the highest here on this YouTube. We'll check.
I don't think that's going to be a problem.
I don't think it's going to be a problem. We have plenty of people watching. Thank all of you guys for watching. Check us out. If you want our gear, at birdlandbs.com. You can check us out, www.birdlandbs.com. Hit us up on one of our sites. We'll be happy to help you guys out in any way that we can, any questions that you have. You can also use the hashtag BLBSNation. We'll answer your questions on our show live every Tuesday night, 8:45. Anything that may be a little bit more along the lines of nationally, we might actually go more of the Monday Night Football and answer those questions maybe a little bit more pre-game for you and halftime and post-game. So be on the lookout.
Did you say all that in one breath?
I did say that
Jesus
all in one
Christ.
breath.
Until next week, We'll see you guys Monday night football next week. Or if not, tune in tomorrow night for our podcast.
Thank you, guys. Peace out. # BLBS Nation. Birdland BS. You know where to find us.
See you guys.
See ya.